turn the mics on. Clear the way because I'm about to drop a pipe bomb. 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get it cracking in the hood. Let's go. Put your tights on, turn the mics on. Clear the way because you're looking at an icon. It goes 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get it cracking in the hood. Let's go. I done wrestled with an alligator, tussled with a whale, handcuffed, lightning, thrown thunder in jail. Man, I injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean, I make medicine sick. From arcades to arenas, I take my bumps. Innovator of violence, but I lay down chumps like I'm Tommy Dreamer, make fanatics out of non-believers. Now anybody can catch it just like a wide receiver. Crowd pleaser, ain't no icons left, and none that snack on danger and dying on death. Legion of doom, whenever you see me in the room. 20 officials, nah, you gon' need a platoon. See, I hand out L's like judges hand sentences. Potential limitless, and the winner is Mega Ran, I keep it hella drastic. Make moves, you'll never telegraphic. Yeah. Put your tights on, turn the mics on. Clear the way because I'm about to drop a pipe bomb. 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get it cracking in the hood. Let's go. Put your tights on, turn the mics on. Clear the way because you're looking at an icon. It goes 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get it cracking in the hood. Let's go. You don't have enough stars for you to properly rate me, and we put up the barricade, but it's not for your safety. As you putting me over and I'll be putting you through. A couple tables unstable, so what are you gonna do? Nothing but lose. This juice, you never will get it, cause you'll be doing the selling while I'll be selling the tickets. Yeah, slingshot, suplex, ring rock, screw neck, leg lock, crucifix, bend high. Who's next? Say the word, your whole crew gets slaughtered. Break the spray cans out, make it a blue world order. Yeah, foreign objects, I cause a distraction. Carry on like it's part of the action. Guaranteed satisfaction. I've been up and I've been down the road, and every time I go, I done made a name for laying down my foes. Retromania, and now you know we got a common goal. Trying to get my hands on 10 pounds of gold. Put your tights on, turn the mics on. Clear the way because I'm about to drop a pipe bomb. 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get it cracking in the hood. Let's go. Put your tights on, turn the mics on. Clear the way because you're looking at an icon. It goes 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get it cracking in the hood. Let's go.
Hello, people.
Yo. That was refreshing.
Yeah. Figured I'd give you a little bit of something fun to watch before we got started. I don't know what you call this, but that isn't surprising.
You did that joint for the game, Ran?
Yeah.
Go.
Produced by yours truly. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I love shit where I can spaz out and give it that swing that I love, man.
Yeah, that joint kind of hits.
Oh, heavy on the synth bass and drum action.
We're gonna need some. Now that we have like a pretty good production setup, we're gonna need like a MANIA intro video.
That would be decent
on the screen, like we're about to start. Give us a little countdown.
Yeah. I'm not that great at editing videos. I can make logos all day on blue in the face, but video.
I would have to like if we have any video of us.
I mean, we can scratch some. Well, actually, let me not say that because iMovie is easy as fuck. So
yeah, it's not hard at all.
Yeah, it's not. I've done things in iMovie before. What the fuck am I talking about? I could do anything. Yeah, hell no.
So how are y'all, fellas?
Good. Are my levels coming in okay?
No.
Yeah, sound okay. I mean, how close to your mic?
Check.
Like, I don't know if you have like volume settings on your side, but if not, then we should be good.
Gentlemen, I'm not too loud, man.
Shout out to Zoom. Shout out to Everybody hanging out. Hey, Nat Pyro with the resub. Appreciate that.
I'm not too loud, am I?
I'm a little quiet. That's what somebody said. Check. What about now?
Check.
Well, I
Sound good to
hear you pretty well, G1.
Okay, sound good to me. Rand, you sound fine to me.
Okay.
Check. That's still low.
A
No,
little.
you sound cool. It sound clear. Just
all right. So one thing I realized with StreamYard is it can't handle multiple people talking at once.
yeah.
And that's when it gets a little, like
Check.
crazy.
Check.
So if
What's
you
up?
could, if you're able to control it easily, I know G1 is, just mute yourself when you're not talking. That way we can make sure that there isn't like parts that are not even audible.
Oh, you mean like this?
Hey!
Oh snap! Yo, everybody on the HyperX team.
Yo, I'm
Okay.
HyperX. I'm
That's
HyperX
why-
with glasses.
That's why I wanted to make sure that my levels were okay because it's a new mic and I haven't fidgeted around with it.
You sound fine now. I don't have no
You
problem
have
with
volume on the. You have a volume dial on it, right?
It's a gain. It's a gain on the very bottom of the microphone. It's like a
Right.
microphone.
So
gain.
more dots means louder, I'm assuming.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm about to get that too. This one here, I can't even lift it up. My thinking thing is so short.
this lady on OfferUp was selling the mic and the microphone arm for just like $100.
What?
That's damn. You got lucky.
That was a
I
steal.
have never done OfferUp. I really need to.
I bought mine straight out the store. Shoot.
That's what I'm saying. Like when I saw the prices, because I was looking at them for a while, I think they go for like $140, sometimes $160, depending on where.
They are.
And when I saw it for $100, I'm like, yo, let me get that.
Wow. See, I never trusted HyperX. Did you go and meet somebody in person, or did they ship it to you?
Oh, you mean?
Oh, you mean on OfferUp?
I mean, on OfferUp. Did they like?
Yeah, I went to go pick it up.
Okay, word. I feel like I need to do that because it's about 130, 140.
Zug, I did DM you, boy.
I mean, the other thing too is like I feel pretty good going into these situations because I'm like strapped and I have like mace and like I just let people know where I'm at,
Strapped and with mace.
and slapjack and
got a
I roll with retribution.
You got you got retribution there.
But yeah, I just want to make sure. So it sounds okay coming in. Oh, it's a barbed wire chancleta.
That's funny as hell.
That's great.
All right, so microphone. I'm gonna switch to HyperX.
Still waiting on a follow-up DM.
Speakers are gonna be HyperX. Okay, here it goes.
Smug's all about the follow-ups. It's the one is never enough.
Yeah, I literally followed up with him and that's right. I did tell him I was checking today. Yeah, Smugzug, we all good to go. He want me to be in the next battle, so I told him I'm down. Hey, we all systems go, bro.
All right. Teak, welcome.
Yes, Teak.
Yo,
what up, sir?
Your phone?
What up?
Yeah. Turn your blank sideways if you can.
Do I need to turn my phone sideways?
Yeah. Do you have any way to put light on you, Rock Knowledge? You're like dark.
Yeah, you look like you got the Alfred Hitchcock thing going on.
Clarice.
Not really. I only have the ceiling fan light in here.
Yo, I just realized that I have like two totally different sets of lights installed in my ceiling fan. So the other day I hit the switch and it turned into a completely different set that looks better dim. And I was like, oh shit, so all four of my bulbs do work. Okay.
I got an extra ring light if you need one, Rock.
I was saying something to you about your light.
That looks good though. But yeah, like a light behind your camera would be perfect. But it looks good though.
So you can see this beautiful complexion.
I was gonna say, Smug, we're about to change. So I see.
My beard lost some weight.
No.
Had to take it down.
You got a haircut away.
Hey,
I lined myself with my my safety razor.
Oh, what up?
You gotta do the Jeff Cobb.
I gotta lean down now to be seen. I'll move back a little bit. It's all good.
Is your chair already low? Maybe take a chair low.
Yeah.
That's the lowest to go. See, I sit up high. I hate sitting low. So in situations like these, I'll get down a little bit. But that's it.
It could be worth entertaining, maybe putting the Matt Mania podcast banner at the bottom without.
Yeah, because we already got our heads in that little.
Maybe like a long graphic where it just says Matt Mania podcast, like just stretched across. It's worth entertaining, I guess.
Yeah, I could do that for next time. Or I'll just do a plain one, and then we'll just do it that way.
Yeah, because we got our logo up top. They know who it is. It's kind of smacking rock in the face. Yeah, it's the Neo side smacking rock in the face.
Neo's the apple of my eye right now.
Hey Ran, is that the Freddie Gibbs shirt, the Alfredos?
Oh yeah,
It is.
That's dope, man.
We talk about buying t-shirts a lot because we love t-shirts, but this shirt has faded like a mug after like 3 wears, and I'm really disappointed.
It's really bad. Like those heavy ink, those heavy ink press shirts. They just get torn up, man. They really do.
I brought that Doom shirt, the one that Cap got, and my shit got sent back.
Wait, you still ain't got that shit back yet?
It came all the way.
Oh no, you got the other one.
No, it came all the way. It came all the way from Canada, and now that shit is going back. These motherfuckers better give me my money back. I'm super pissed.
Why is it going back? You just didn't pick it up in time. They that's weird.
No, it was supposed to come here.
So where did it go to?
And I called
Where went back?
I don't know where it went to. It just never went here. And then when I called, and she's like, she verified the address, and I'm like, okay, well, we got mailboxes. If the package is too big, there's a mailbox thing that they use a key for where you put the bigger packages, or you give that shit to the leasing office. So I'm like, why is my package?
Right, that makes no sense. They got some.
There's no reason.
They got some explaining to do, Lucy.
Fucking USPS. Mail just sucks now.
Yo, they said the Mortal Kombat trailer is the most watched Redman trailer ever. They had like a big video announcement that Warner Brothers did today, and they showed like
my t-shirt.
All of the people with
fucking teeth.
They showed all of the people that have like podcasts and stuff like that.
How good Mortal Kombat doing? I'm like, yo,
where my shirt at?
It gave me my t-shirt.
I
was talking about a t-shirt, and then you put big Mortal Kombat. I was trying to find a correlation.
Defund USPS. What up, Pearly Q? What up, Cal? The 3 counts, KOs and 3 counts.
I still like the post office. They deliver a bunch of shit to my house all the time.
Yeah, I think their issue is that they need more funding.
Yeah, they do.
They really do need a lot of help. All right, so let's get it started. We are
people.
Okay.
192.
192? You sure? Yeah.
Yeah, specific.
All right. I asked. We answered. All right, let's get started. Yo. Check. We're about to start right now.
I just get a kick out of that.
Hey, yo.
I'm the bad guy.
Sir,
yeah.
Did you come to see those other podcasts? Or did you come to see MMP?
Hey.
Yes, indeed.
We started off saying, someone said defund the USPS. We actually need to fund the USPS. So please let your friends know that we need to actually get them funding and resources.
Hey, is C-Bar in retribution?
Shut up. C-Bar. Not to be confused with T-Bar.
C-Bar, you're in retribution, sir.
Hey, yo. So this is episode 192 of the Mad Mania podcast. You know, the Southwest Authority on hip-hop, wrestling, and everything in between.
Yeah.
As always, we are all here, all in together to bring you the week in everything. It's particularly wrestling.
Yeah.
I'm Aaron. We got Rock Knowledge over here. We got G1 to the rescue over here. We got T Call down there, and we got Theo Neo X right there. And it's a pleasure to be back and to see all of you gentlemen. So before we get into
Back together and it feels good.
that ain't how the song goes, but I like it.
Reunited.
That's a remix.
Feel so good.
So yo, I just want to talk to my brothers real quick. See how y'all doing this week, man. How is everybody? How y'all?
Chilling, man.
G1, how's your week been?
Man, my week's been all right. Actually, prior to me logging into the podcast, I just left a studio session. I've been at the Salt Mine last couple of weeks working with a female R&B artist by the name of Audrey Powell. Shout out to my boy Aaron for bringing me in on that. But yeah, man, it's been cool. It's been refreshing I love rappers, but man, it's refreshing to help somebody else with some singing shit besides just myself. So that helps out.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. Rock Knowledge.
Here.
How's your week been, man?
It's been all right. Work has been work, but it's Thursday night. Tomorrow's Friday. Looking forward to relaxing this weekend. Enjoying a few libations at some point, I'm sure. So, yeah, man, it's been chilling. Working.
Hey, I still got that thing for you if you're trying to come by this weekend and get it.
Yeah, I got Saturday open, so we'll make that happen.
I'm not super open, but I can make it work to get you this.
Oh, yeah, we'll make it work.
I got a laptop at the crib, and I don't want it to go to waste. I actually have a monitor too. If anybody needs like a 22-inch monitor, let me know. Yeah. So yeah, man, it's been a week, but we still here. We back.
Yeah.
How's your week been, man?
It's been pretty busy work wise. Just doing my thing. I like the fact that the days are getting are longer now. So that means I can start riding my bike. So I'm gonna do that definitely this weekend. I gotta go take my car to emissions this weekend too. So I'm not really excited for that. Because I gotta renew my registration. But it took some time.
To do that since I've been out here, which is weird.
Yeah.
But it just happened to fall in like my car was at a certain age or whatever. Because like in Pennsylvania, you don't ever have to do that. Like, oh no, you have to do it every year actually.
Yeah.
So here you only have to do it if the car's 5 years old or something like that, right?
Right.
Or something like that, yeah. So yeah,
we don't do it in Detroit either.
You gotta do it every year. What was that, T?
We don't have to do it in Detroit either.
Okay. Yeah, we do it every year, and it's really annoying. Like it's around the same time every year. The lines be long because everybody got to do it, and it just sucks.
Yeah, back home, I completely forgot what the situation with that is, but it just feel like everything is either taxed or you always waiting on a line to do some shit in Chicago, or waiting in a line rather. So yeah, it's just too much.
Oh, and another thing too, my buddy Zach and I are trying to do another show. So if anybody's interested, we watch stupid movies on TubiTV.com.
Oh,
live on Twitch.
So yeah, a cast of the pod variety. Is that what you're saying this is?
Yeah. So we recorded the last episode. So therefore, I got to find out which network wants to pick us up.
All right. Okay. Right now. All right.
Oh,
so I popped in on you guys last weekend. What were you watching? That looked ridiculous.
We were watching Gappa, the Triphibian monster.
What the fuck is a Triphibian?
So a Gappa is like
a member of Retribution.
There it
is. Oh shit!
Good one. Yeah, I was like trying to watch. I saw there was like a big egg, and then it cracked, and then like this monster came out, and yeah, it was wild, bro.
Yeah, so I mean, he and I are looking to do that every Friday on my Twitch, which is twitch.tv/NeoX.
Mhm.
We don't have a set schedule because of work. However, we try to do it like around 8 or 9 in the evening. I usually get pretty loaded. And our next movie is the next movie that
actually allowed to get drunk on Twitch.
Well, I'll cover it up.
I could be wrong. They can see you like sipping a lot, but you can be drunk,
So then maybe I should just get an extra long straw.
There you go. Or just pour them into
it in a Sprite bottle. Sprite bottle.
Right. Throw it in one of these in my new canteen.
Hey.
We're gonna watch the bootleg version of Thor: End of Days this Friday.
You can always put it in a brown paper bag, man. Old school.
Straight hobo.
And nobody will know what it is. Sip it out of a brown paper bag. So I just posted something. I posted everybody's Twitch channel. So what I need you guys to do, if you are watching us live, please follow the homies on Twitch who have Twitch pages. We're trying to get everybody to affiliate status, which means I don't know what the number of followers you need for that, but it's simple. Doesn't cost you any money. Just click that follow on twitch.tv/NeoX and twitch.tv/G1 to the rescue. Follow the homies. Let's get them a few, I don't know, an extra 10 or 15 at the end of the show. I'd appreciate it so much.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate everybody that's been watching the random music streams. I feel like I have just like the House of Hits where people come over and get tracks and shit like that. And so that's been really dope. I have yet to do some gaming related stuff, but that'll be coming up soon. I've done some stuff for the platform. I did do a MANIA special report yesterday when some cool news came out, so which I'm sure we'll obviously talk about today. But yeah, man, my Twitch is a variety of things, so thank you for fucking with me for sure, and please fuck with Ran and NeoX as well.
Absolutely. All right, so Teak, how's your week been, man?
Really?
Hello.
Great story.
He muted himself.
Compelling and rich.
Yo, man, it's been all right, man. Pretty low.
Pretty low. Staying low key.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
I hear you. You had yourself muted. Okay. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, man. Work is slowed down. So yeah, work slowed down. So that's good. And I also, as I was talking about in the chat, signed a new contract at my job, so I got a raise. So that's good.
Dope.
And yeah, man.
Get that money.
Pay that money.
Ducking and dodging the Rona. My mom got her second vaccine shot, so hopefully she won't turn into a zombie. And
right. Blessings.
Yeah, man.
That is the hope, sir.
Word up. That's what's up. My mom.
Did your mom get hers yet, Ran?
She did. I had struggled to get it, but she got it. And she got an appointment for her next one, which is next month. So we're gonna make that happen. And my week's been like the opposite of low key. I'm working my ass off. That's really what it is. It's crazy, but it's good. I think what's coming out of the work is good, but like this last few months have been like maybe some of my busiest months in a while, and it's for a good reason. Like I've had a lot of dope opportunities come around that I just have to work to make good on. I was told a long time ago by my OG, iRock, aka Rockadollar. He was like, "Yo, you got to find a way to be a yes man." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And he was like, "When somebody says, 'Hey, do you know how to do that?' or 'Do you know somebody who can do that?' You got to be the guy who would be like, 'I can find out,' or 'I can try.' Nobody wants to be around.
Find you the answer,
man. I don't know that. What I don't know. Like a person who constantly never knows is of no value. So even if I don't know, I'm gonna try to find out. So that's always my thing. When somebody mentions a need that's around me, it's like, man, I got somebody, or I need this job done. I need this thing. I don't know. We just got finished talking about not knowing video editing. I don't know video editing, but I can learn. You know what I'm saying? So that's all it's been. It's just learning new stuff, which has been real fun, but also hectic. So yeah, last night we did the beat battle, which was a lot of fun. Not really a lot of work, but a lot of just button pressing and behind the scenes wrangling. You know how that goes. But yeah, it's been dope, man. So I got 2 more days of really hard work.
An author. So.
What's that?
I said you also just became a recent author, so
that's true. That's true, man. So thank you to everybody who's been picking up the book, Dream Master. It is out. It is everywhere now. Please pick it up. I appreciate it. DreamMasterBook.com. And yeah, I gotta go to the post office tomorrow and do my weekly mailings, and they're gonna hate me, but that's how it goes. But it's all good. So yo, before we get into the world of wrestling, we want to do some putovers, man. And so let's get started on that. I would like for everyone in the audience to, if you have a putover, please let us know either on Twitch, on Facebook, on Twitter, hashtag the putover, and whatever you're into, please let us know outside the world of wrestling. We love wrestling, but we can't watch wrestling 24/7. We can't. They trying to make us watch wrestling 24/7.
Say leave it up to AEW.
Bro, they trying. There's literally a show every night of the week, and sometimes multiple shows. So
still no Thursday show.
Not yet. Watch. MLW probably got a TV deal in the way. Like, yo, Thursday's open. Let's go. Man, remember SmackDown on Thursdays? That was my favorite day.
Where the Thursday show?
SmackDown Thursday was a shit.
It was fire. We are the Thursday show. We're the only thing going on
Thursdays. Matt Mania podcast.
By the way, tweet, Facebook, post to your friends. Tell them that we're live right now. Send a link over to them, the people you love who love wrestling or just love having good conversation. We love to have them join us. So it's the putover right now. I'm gonna put over the thing that I've been basically talking about all day today because I finally got a chance to play it. It is the Retromania wrestling game, which is out officially in a few hours.
Hey,
not on consoles yet. They got a few weeks with some coding issues, but it's classic, old school, good old fun wrestling. And I'm really, really into it. I'm loving it. I beat the first, I guess half of the career mode with Johnny Retro, and it's super fun. You get to turn your back on everybody, and yeah, man, it's dope.
How are the controls?
Yeah, that's Johnny Nitro. The controls are, it's pretty simple. It's just like a light punch or a light attack, a medium attack, and a hard attack. And then once you grab somebody, you can do a light grapple up, down, left, or right, or a lower medium up, down, left, right. Yeah. So
here's my question, because I've only played Fire Pro Wrestling with you because I don't have a PlayStation. I have Xbox. Would the controls be similar?
Not quite. Well, maybe, but it's not as timing based. Like Fire Pro, you gotta as soon as you lock up, hit the button. Nah, it's more old school button mashing.
Oh, so this is so we can really get down, because that was the only issue I had with Fire Pro, was that it was hella like timing based. Yeah, this is like straight up arcade style. Like I want to play.
Retro.
I got my copy now. So yeah, I'm definitely might be playing. I might play that tonight.
Yeah, it's straight retro fest. So like if you're locking up, you got to smash that button to win the grapple.
Oh hell yeah!
To get out the pin or to get out of submission, you got to.
You know they got an arcade machine now for Retromania that they put in. I almost want the fucking arcade machine. Like
I do,
man, dude. Oh, T, this for you in celebration, by the way.
All right, so that's my putover. Retromania is tomorrow. It is dope. It's $24.99. And because it's a little late on consoles, they left the $24.99 pre-order price still there. It's going to go to $29 when it's available. But Get it, man. Only knock I say it's not online, or at least not yet. But other than that, it's going to be the first DLC added character is friend of the show Chris Bay.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, it's a good lineup. It's good fun. The comment like the writing is just strictly for like wrestling fans. You'll see things in there you love, and I like it.
They also just recently announced James Storm as part of the game too. He's a later DLC coming up.
Yeah.
Sorry about your damn luck.
Tell him what happened when you played Cobb for the first time. Yeah.
Yo, Cobb went nuts, dude. He blasted me. So on the beat, man, I don't think you were there when I had to try to do Nick Aldis to win the NWA title.
Mm.
Dog, it was 2 out of 3 falls, and he was just on turbo the whole time, just like throwing me around, breaking out of every move. It was insane. So, it's a good challenge, but it's good arcade style fun. You know, slapping buttons. You don't have to worry about too much timing. It's just very simplified gameplay, and you'll like it, I think. So that's my put over. G1, you should go next. What you got?
Yes, sir. My put over today. Ironically, we have here comes a new challenger to the streaming world. In the form of the successor of CBS All Access, which will be known as Paramount Plus, which is actually launching March 4th. Paramount Plus, of course, is the brainchild of Viacom CBS, which obviously owns Nickelodeon, MTV, BET, Showtime, Comedy Central, etc., yada, yada, yada. So content on this thing is going to be crazy now. I'm thinking it's just going to be one of those best of type services. But they're doing a lot of original content that they're about to launch. One of the things that we learned is on the Nickelodeon side of things, they have an expanded universe for Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is about to be starting. What they're starting with is a full-length animated film, which I'm really excited about that. I'm an Avatar fan. So that's going to be really dope. What else did we hear? There were like a multitude. Oh, Rugrats reboot. Go ahead.
Sorry, I just saw something on Twitter saying that Halo, the video game, is going to have an adaptation as well on Paramount.
Yes, there will be a Halo TV series coming to Paramount Plus in 2022. So, and that's and you know what? They've talked about that for the longest. I guess nobody just knew where it was going to.
Yeah,
now we know.
Like 10 years.
Hell yeah! So
it's about time.
So that's coming up. Oh, and then also I heard yesterday that there's a reboot to Yo MTV Raps coming also to Paramount Plus, which is really dope. No host announced yet, but it is going to be in a very similar format to where they'll have like live performances and they'll do interviews, this, that, and the third. You got to wonder what that's going to feel like in 2021, but I look forward to it. You know, a little taste of, you know, when that was all we had to like see music videos and cool people and stuff like that. I hope they really focus on like, you know, the MCs. Like we don't have Rap City the Basement no more. Yeah. So like I really want to see more like cats that don't get a whole lot of like room to shine like that and for their videos and they stuff to be displayed. So but yeah, man, Paramount Plus is offering a crazy solution for all of the various brands owned by Viacom CBS. It is launching on March 4th for $9.99. By June, there will be a
so you're getting it regardless. Then you're not even going to give it a second thought.
No. Plus, all the Star Trek shit is there, and I have CBS All Access, so they just gonna change my shit to Paramount Plus anyway. So
I was about to sort of knock the foot over the fact that you haven't experienced it yet, but knowing that you're going to get it already for things that you know you're going to like.
Yeah,
is
I mean, technically, if you have CBS All Access, you kind of have experienced it, but it's about to get super crazy now that all the brands are colliding. So, I mentioned,
will your membership to CBS All Access be good for that?
Yes, that is correct. So if you have CBS All Access, all they doing is just updating you to Paramount Plus. Like I said, right now it's $9.99. Also, if you don't mind advertisements, by June there will be a $4.99 ad-supported version, you know, for the cheap folks. So Be on the lookout for that. Paramount Plus, they're worthy contenders.
So hey guys in the podcast.
Yeah.
How many streaming services are y'all willing to pay for at this point?
This is the question. Right now, I got them all, bro, except I don't have Showtime. But because that's funny.
You ain't really missing much on Showtime.
Well, Showtime's coming to Paramount Plus now.
So wait, they're coming to Paramount Plus?
Remember, Viacom CBS owns Showtime, so all that content is going to be part of that too. Nickelodeon, MTV, BET, Showtime, Comedy Sense, like everything. Crazy. That's what I'm saying. They're a worthy contender to something along the lines of an HBO Max because they own various, they got various things up under them. So it's like really it's HBO Max, sound like Paramount Plus, Disney Plus, and Netflix.
Yo, it's so much.
But the question is, how many are you going to have? So that's 3,
right.
That's 4. You got Hulu, that's 5.
Damn, right now, what do I have
6.
right now?
WWE, Hulu, you got Netflix, you got what else? Peacock. I don't know.
I pay for 3 I pay for 3 and I share 3. So I pay for WWE Network.
Why?
Well, first of all,
hey, wait, quiet. He's my plug for right. First of all, my plug. Be quiet over here.
So I pay for WWE Network, which Rand watches from time to time. I pay for Disney Plus. And I pay for what the hell, HBO Max.
At this point, are you almost paying as much as cable?
I say $20 less. I save only $20.
You know what you're not paying for by not having cable is the random fees they would tack onto your bill.
Yeah, and
all the fees were crazy.
And all the equipment and all that bullshit that you don't need nowadays. They hit you with the equipment. Hey, we
Cox
got
don't tell you that shit when they say that $100 bundle. Then your bill's like $155.
They got to bring a box to you and charge you for that.
Right?
Yeah.
They tried to get me with that on the internet side. I bought my own modem and router.
What I learned that what Cox does is that they get you into that promotional package, and then after the promotion, like you have to renegotiate another rate. It's ridiculous. It's a freaking con what they do.
We were talking about that in the group chat that like you got to like periodically check into these people and make them give you the discount rate of the moment, or else they just going to get you forever. So it's less headache like
crazy
to get a couple.
G1 said that he has 3 and he shares 3 and he's still only he's paying 20 less. So if he was paying for all 6 that he uses, he would be paying more than cable.
Yeah, pretty much.
Correct.
Pretty much. That's my girl. She said, "Yeah, it's cable all over again." Yeah, shout out to Lori.
It absolutely is. Everybody's overcharging, and I think what you need to do is, come to Jesus moment in your group chats, folks.
Yeah,
that's what needs to happen. Everybody in your group chats needs to determine what they have and what they're willing to share. As of now, I think all of I'm literally telling you to steal. This is correct. But as far as I know, none of them are cutting off like multiple uses, right? Not yet. They're going to have to catch me if they can. Like, talk to your group chats, folks. Be like, hey, who's getting Paramount Plus?
I have HBO Max. If somebody wants to share their Disney Plus with me,
got you. I got you because I'll cancel my HBO Max. Yeah, find friends though. You got group chats. You send memes around all day. Because y'all need to be collecting and saving money and pooling your resources and to enjoy TV.
And real quick, here's another.
That's why I haven't watched WandaVision because I don't have Disney Plus.
Oh man, we got to put you on.
You could have asked me. I don't know why you ain't asked me.
Hashtag
I would have
Disney Plus.
Mr. Hall, as much as you be over here, boy, all you had to do was ask me, man. Anyway, here's another great way that you can save money on your streaming services. If you're like me and you're greedy and you just want everything, another way that you could do it, the shit that you know you want, pay for it for a year up front. Go to Target, go to Walmart, get the year prepaid card. You and just, you know, okay, so I got a year Netflix, I got a year Hulu, I got a year of this, and you pay that one time, and you ain't got no random shit coming out your card throughout the year.
True.
That it's the easiest thing in the world. Just pay for the streaming services that you know you want up front, and then the rest, share and whatever else. Like that's the easiest way.
I'm gonna add on that, especially if any company offers you a little discount to do a year up front or 6 months up front, just do it. Just do it.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? It makes sense. Just do it. Like, you're going to forget. You're going to wind up paying more. You're going to let it lapse. Like, you're going to, you might as well.
Shit, I'm about to do that for plugins. I'm about to do that for arcade and Rolling Cloud.
Plugins especially. Because, especially Disney right now. Like, I just read something. Disney has new content coming like every week for the rest of the year.
Oh, God. They have.
Like, it's about to get crazy. So if you have Disney Plus, get the year. Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Or crowdfund the streaming costs.
I feel that same way about HBO Max.
Yeah,
and it's pretty expensive at $14.99.
Yeah, HBO Max is a little high.
So much content, man.
Can't lie, but it's a lot, man. They got something for everybody. They really do. Like Disney, I ain't gonna lie. Disney Plus got like 4 shows, but when it comes, HBO got like everything.
See, I beg to differ with.
They got original content. They have so much original content. It's like if you've never watched The Sopranos, which I never have, or The Wire, or anything, like they have all that shit. Plus, they're still making new shit. So,
yeah, here's
how is that even possible?
Man, I tried to go back and watch The Wire, and it was. I tried to go back and watch The Wire, and they don't have it. It's not updated. Like it's grainy.
Oh, it's like
the beginning seasons, and it threw me out of it because I didn't watch it when it came out.
Oh man, you need to just look past that shit because the first couple, man.
Yeah, I'm like Sliders came out in '95, and I still watch it on Peacock. No, it's not. It's nowhere near the quality of my TV, but I don't give a fuck. I know that's Quinn Mallory, but I was gonna say that I beg to differ with Disney Plus because I'm an old like '90s Saturday morning cartoon nerd. So a lot of the old like Marvel cartoons I used to watch, like the Silver Surfer cartoon, the Fantastic Four cartoon, the old Iron Man cartoon, Gargoyles. Like I sit up and get high and watch that shit all the time. So Disney Plus was very much a godsend for me outside of the main shit.
Yeah, I can't lie.
Got the whole X-Men series.
Yeah, hell yeah. Man, fucking X-Men. X-Men, come on.
X-Men was the first thing I watched on it. So yeah, I definitely feel like it's worth it. So, but when you start getting up into I think it was C-Bar, the homie C-Bar, who said 4 max. I think you just got to do 4 max. You can't go any more than that. If you're doing more than that, you're doing it wrong. If you have more than 4 services you're paying for, please ask your friends. Trade off. All right. So that was a real good put over, but also a real good conversation. But
thank you.
Let's get to Neo.
Hey, what it do, y'all? Speaking of streaming services, I started watching Amend: The Fight for America on Netflix. It's hosted by Will Smith, and it goes into I'll read the little synopsis here. It looks at the evolving, often lethal fight for equal rights of America through the lens of the U.S. Constitution's 14th Amendment. It's really good so far. It's a 6-episode series. I'm currently on episode 2.
Hosted by Will Smith, right?
It's not about Will Smith. It's narrated by Will Smith.
No, I said hosted by Will Smith. Not.
Oh, I thought you said it was about. My bad.
No, hosted.
Yeah, so it is hosted by Will Smith, and so like episode 1 is called Citizen, and it talks about Frederick Douglass and how he became just a pivotal voice for the slavery, or not the slaves until later, he just became a voice for the slaves, and therefore, able to really sway the nations to, ultimately, abolish slavery. And in episode 2 is talks about it's called Resistance, and it goes into what you really got to fight for, so it really goes deep. And I'm currently on episode 3, which is looking like it's about Martin Luther King, then the protests. So I can't wait to watch. Every episode is about 50 plus minutes. So yeah, it's a great show. So far, so good. 2 down, 4 to go. I'm all about it. So yeah, if you get a chance, watch Amend: The Fight for America. It's on Netflix.
Amend. All right.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Teak, did you put over?
No, I haven't done my put over yet.
Oh, please do, sir.
So my put over is the All Deaf YouTube channel and a show that they do on there called Great Taste. So that's it's, if nobody watches All Deaf or doesn't know who they is, like Kev on Stage, he's part of All Deaf.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's
just a bunch of comedians
all the time.
So that's what they do on Great Taste, because it's basically they all argue over what's the best something, what's the best candy bar or something like that. So while they're up there trying to explain why it's the best,
like a snacks podcast.
It's like you go to the podium and you try to explain why yours is the best, and why you up there, everybody is talking shit about you. So they don't really care about your argument, because it's like you're up there and you're like, yo, I like marshmallows because they're big and fluffy. And they're like, no, nigga, you big and fluffy. Shit like that.
That sounds about right. That sounds like some All Deaf. I subscribe to the All Deaf music, the All Deaf comedy, and the All Deaf cannabis pages, and I watch Great Taste from time to time. Definitely a good choice too.
Yeah, so Kev on Stage, Doughboy, Tony Parker. I follow Tony Parker on Instagram as well. It's just funny.
Talking about the French dude that played for the Spurs. No. Tony Parker, or are you talking about Tony Baker?
Tony Baker.
Tony Baker.
Tony Baker,
yeah,
because he's part of that. Here's the crazy part though. Speaking of Kev on Stage,
Tony Parker.
Kev on Stage, in my opinion, is the Mega Ran of comedy, of internet comedy, because you're talking about a nigga who's completely Christian. He does his best not to cuss. He'll be risque. He's regular, but he tries his best not to cuss or whatever. He'll say nigga from time to time, but that's it. But for him to hold his own and to be in those same rooms with guys like me that just fly off the handle and say whatever it is they got to say and still be naturally funny at the same time in the midst of Kev on Stage is funny as heaven. Can't say better. Kev on Stage is funny as heaven. And so for him to be able to hold his own, like watching Roast Me and him holding his own against Craig Smith and Brandon Davis and Patrick Cloud and some of these other dudes, that shit is hilarious, man.
It's impressive, man. He's dope. Yeah.
Right. The thing is, I think that comes from growing up and dissing and doing the dozens and things like that. Because when you were kids and doing that, or when you do that, it's not about how much you curse. That's not what makes it funny, or talking about someone. You still have to be funny. You still have to be observational and be able to say something about the situation. So yeah, you can't just be like, "Oh, fuck you." That's not gonna get it done.
Look, we'll do a Twitch roast one day. I would love to do. Wouldn't that be fun, y'all? Are we all bros enough to do a Matt Mania Twitch roast? Come on.
I need some drinks in me for that.
Well, I got heat for every person.
You talking about a snap session?
Yeah, I got heat for everybody.
Oh Lord,
I got heat for everybody, bro.
Man,
you know where I'm from.
You gonna You gonna take me back to high school at the
Yes.
stairs, yo. That's all we did was talk that shit.
Boy, yo. How many fans? How many of y'all want to see that? Matt Mania
I was a
podcast,
killer, bro.
Twitch roast. That would be, boy, let's
I was
go.
a fucking killer.
Let's get high. Let's go.
I was this young man in front of you in school, so trust me, I got the jokes.
Oh man, listen. I didn't got kicked out the classroom many a times for he having the whole class laugh. So we can do this. We didn't even wait to the lunchroom. We did it in class.
We could do a whole episode of just us talking shit.
Oh hell yeah, bro.
Where'd Neo go?
I don't know what the fuck.
Patreon exclusive.
Yeah, hell yeah. Patreon exclusive. You gotta pay for that.
Yeah, that's a Patreon exclusive.
Right. If you want to see me get talked about, you got to pay for that.
For real. If I'm gonna bust out my A content, pay that money.
Yeah, you got to pay that money.
Oh man.
That is pay content.
I gotta put my Patreon.com. I gotta get paid.
With your voice. We are always in need of your contributions. We're giving you a extra episode a week plus bonus stuff whenever we work on anything wrestling related. You get it first, and sometimes you get it exclusively. So mattmania.com. I'm sorry, patreon.com/mattmania podcast and pay that money. All right, that was my my cheap, shameless plug. Threw that in there.
There he is.
I just got Rock. You didn't do your put over, right?
Not yet. No, I have not.
Got one last but certainly not least. What you got?
Yeah, I'm putting over album that came out last Friday. I've had this shit in rotation since Friday. It is Jim Jones, Harry Fraud, the Fraud Department. Man, Jimmy's on a run, bro.
Ooh.
Like Jimmy dropped El Capo last year, dropped Capo Part 2 late last year, earlier this year, and then dropped the Fraud Department. This shit is hard, man. This shit is super dope.
Jim Jones been my dude for years. I love this run he's on right now.
And then knowing he's got I think he has like 2 or 3 more coming out that he's been talking about. He's got one with Hit Boy. He's got one with Hitmaker. So I'm with it, man. Like I'm saying, Jimmy's like 3 for 3 on his last 3 releases, in my opinion. So check out the Fraud Department. Harry Fraud is dope.
Harry Fraud is
improvement on the mic has been. I haven't seen improvement like that in hip hop, to be honest, over the 10 plus years that he's
getting
been
better with age, man.
Yeah, he just gets better and better. And like I liken it back to, I don't know, I think of guys who have really improved over the years, like Fat Joe, I feel like hit that stride.
Yep, still dope.
A lot of folks from that era. But yeah, man, dude, Jim just is killing it right now. Like I can't even say, like, there's nobody making East Coast hard rap music like him. That
it's good. It's good. Like
good song structure, good. Like
it's good drug dealer coke music. Like it's coke and drug raps are only good when it's like really well done, because it's so cliche and easy to do. And there's a lot of bad like coke rap out there. This does not fall into that category. This is some good drug rap. Like I like this shit, man.
I think my favorite song on the album is "Luxury Lies" with him and somebody by the name of Big Body Best.
That's Action Bronson's cousin.
Oh wow, that's dope. Yeah, I fuck with "Luxury Lies."
I like Aunt Viola,
Aunt Viola,
the people,
Barry White. Yeah.
Conway kills this feature on this project too. Conway kills the people.
When is Kanye not kill?
Conway, not Conway.
No, I didn't. No, I heard you. I said Conway. I know who you was talking about. Conway the Machine. This guy? Yes, I know exactly who you was talking about.
He called sideways.
Because Kanye got his own problems to deal with.
We don't talk about him on this podcast.
Signing papers.
We don't really discuss him on this podcast. So we are moving
That's
forward.
what I'm putting over. Fraud Department.
Word up.
Fraud
Department. Go grab that. Man, if you want to hear some good old fashioned East Coast rap from a street perspective, it's that's doing it.
Yeah. And hey, before we get into the recap of Elimination Chamber and whatnot, big happy birthday, the big 7-2 to Nate. Nate is 72 years old today, so salute to the God, Ric Flair. Still styling and profiling.
Unbelievable.
Still taking women to the top of Space Mountain. Lacey Evans.
That's the right one. She giving them a different type of woman's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Happy birthday to Nate.
Yeah.
So let's get it started. Let's start with the Elimination Chamber. There's I mean, it was I feel like not
the baby
as
ain't his. He said the baby ain't his.
It's Andrade's.
Ooh, spicy.
It would be spicy.
That's a hot take. I mean, if it gets him on TV,
Yo, anything at this point, yes, let that be Andrade's baby.
If it gets him on TV, I'm all right.
That makes me so mad that Andrade's not on TV.
Yeah, man. It could be little Carlos could be inside of Lacey Evans right now.
All right. So since we have so much wrestling to talk about this Monday, Wednesday, I'm gonna quickly run through the Elimination Chamber and mainly talk about the actual chamber matches.
Okay.
I thought the SmackDown Chamber match was fire.
Absolutely.
So good. Like better than the Raw one and super entertaining. Some weird decisions though. Like I was rooting. I don't know. Did the person you wanted to win? I mean, it didn't matter because they were going to go to Roman and get squashed. But
my guy won.
You thought it was going to happen.
Not my guy.
Rock. No. Who did you have?
Cesaro.
Same.
I want Cesaro to get that push, man.
But would you have wanted him to get that squash that Daniel Bryan got?
No.
Well, when you put it like that, no. Because
I would have Cesaro to win.
Stood up and then died.
Cesaro.
Yeah, they were going to get killed. It didn't matter. And DB is the guy who I think could handle it the most, and it wouldn't affect him.
It's not going to hurt Daniel Bryan.
Exactly. Teak, did this go the way you thought it was going to go?
That totally shocked me because I thought that, and I'm sure everybody else thought that they were going to. No, I thought it was going to cool down and that they were going to have the match later in the evening. I didn't know Roman was just going to come out right after that and pick the bones.
That's heel shit, though. That's good heel booking.
Yeah, very, very perfect heel move to be like,
not right after. Now. Like I thought that they would have built it up. I thought they would have built it up throughout the night and talk about it and say, keep flashing back to like Daniel Bryan in the dressing room, like being hurt, like building up to that match. But no, just let's get it done. They ain't got time to waste.
Nah. I felt like that a lot. A lot of things moved a little faster in this show than I thought they would. And that was one where it's like, nah, Roman might not even have broke a sweat. He just came out, did his thing. Scraped up the bones and took care of business. So I think if that was going to be the plan, of course, then that was the best winner was. Sure. But it kind of feels crazy to be like, yo, go out there and fight for 50 minutes, 5-0, and it's not going to matter. You know what I'm saying? But I think about it that way, I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
One of the best things about this pay-per-view, man, was the fact that it was only 5 matches.
Cesaro still getting pushed
the 2 chamber matches, but man, having a 5-match main card pay-per-view, they should do that more often unless it's like WrestleMania. I don't need to see like 12 matches. NXT. Yeah, just have 5 good matches and that's it.
I will say though, Daniel Bryan in the beginning kind of had me convinced because he put him immediately into like the yes spot. And I'm like, oh, something's gonna happen. No, it didn't happen.
Like, nah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that was a slick ploy. It was like, oh, he's got a plan for him. But yeah, his plan was to take these punches to the face.
What about the
Roman UFC'd his ass?
Yeah, he did.
What about the spear and the point heard around the world following Roman's victory?
Yeah, I was hoping Rand would have came to me next because I sure was going to talk about that.
Yeah, I wanted to. So G1, if you want to give some thoughts on that, did Edge pick the right guy? And is this the move you want to see?
It's not the move I want to see because I'm only going from a wrestling perspective. I don't care about smart booking and all that shit. It's people in NXT I would actually want Edge to go against.
Christ.
But
Mhm.
but at the end of the day, for money's sake,
I got
we
my
already
Segura on though. I'm gonna do some smart booking.
right. Money's sake, we already knew what it was gonna be. The spear versus spear lineup. Why wouldn't you? And Edge practically flooring him with a spear. Like if you've complained about Edge's spears in the past, I think that was
It's
probably
gonna be
the
on a
best
shirt.
one. I think he pulled a good one out. He
Yeah.
all shoulder in that man that day.
It was a good one. It was not a hug down.
He did him like he did Elias when he made that appearance at SummerSlam a couple of years ago. So yeah, like Edge, this more aggressive Edge, this gruffier,
That was one of
gritty,
Edge's better spears.
yeah, this gruffier, gritty Edge is, if you're gonna pick a perfect time to put him up against a heel Roman, this is fine. This is perfectly fine. It's what I expected, and it's what I figured was gonna happen. And like Teak said, makes for a perfect shirt, spear versus spear. Yeah, everybody will have one. WWE shop and all that good shit.
Print it. It's a shirt.
Print it
Oh, yeah,
now.
they're gonna make that for sure.
Easy, too easy.
Yeah.
So we can briefly talk about Lashley losing that title and how I
Yeah,
was
I can
upset.
see you saying like spear versus spear on the front, and then it's got the fight card on the back.
Oh yeah, I can see that. They're gonna totally do that.
Hard shirt.
So Lashley loses his title. He's mad. He's pissed. The bro gets his US title, first title in WWE, I think. And
I'm all about that. That was dope.
and that was cool to see. And it kept Lashley strong, sorta.
Because Lashley didn't lose.
He didn't. He didn't.
I mean,
get
yeah,
in the
we all
ring.
got the photos with him, bro. Broed it up.
Man, he was on his feet. He got hit on the back with a
Crutch.
crutch, but like he was on his feet looking in the ring when it happened. So I was like, oh, they made him look kind of Wile E. Coyote on that. Like it's maybe if he just
It's
wasn't
okay
even
though
looking.
because it's okay though, man, because we know he's going for bigger. He's got bigger fish to fry.
So that's exactly when it happened. We were watching it together in the Discord, and I was like,
Hell yeah.
yo, if this means Lashley goes up, I'm fine, But his whole run has been super dominant. So, Brock.
Yeah, I can actually say for the first time in a long time, I am actually very interested in Bobby Lashley, and this is to no fault of his own. Prior to the Hurt Business, he was booked terribly. The shit with Lana was terrible.
Well,
The shit with the little dude with the glutes, that shit was awful. Nobody fucked with him.
He was just dominating blondes.
But yes, he was.
Lashley.
But the Hurt Business, man, like this faction with what he's done.
He needs Leo right now.
I think Leo would be great with him now.
Well,
If you
yeah,
got
a little
Bobby,
too late though.
It's too late. But yeah, main event
Right.
Bobby with Leo would be dope.
Main event Bobby, that's dope, man. Like I'm
That's got a ring
hoping,
to it.
I'm
Like,
hoping Bobby goes over and
hope so,
gets
too.
that strap. Because I could have swore he had he never won the heavyweight title in his first run for some
I
odd reason.
think he
which
won
is crazy.
ECW or something.
He
No.
did win the ECW title. He had that for a minute.
That don't count though. I mean, it does, but it don't.
He also had like TNT titles too.
Yeah,
Which was,
but
like, super dominant.
he never held like the WWE
Never
title
held
or
the
the
WWE
Universal.
title. So
Yeah,
so before I get into what I think is going to happen, I just wanted to say I named this at least the stream of this episode. I named it Miz Appreciation Day
okay.
because
Yeah.
I'm gonna get on my soapbox and tell you all why it's a great thing that the Miz is champion and
Let's go.
why
He's
The
awesome,
Miz
first of all.
Because he's
is
the Marine.
awesome. All right. I'll just go through a little bit of the stats, but the most important one is the Miz is now the only 2-time Grand Slam champion,
Wow.
which means he's the only person to win every title more than once.
Wow.
Now, there's what, 5? I don't know. There's a few of them, but Shawn Michaels, I think, Kofi,
Kurt Angle,
Angle, probably
I think
Jeff Hardy.
Jericho.
Jericho, Hardy. and that's it. I think there's like 5,
Yeah.
but like none of them have done multiple runs at those things.
He's a 2-time
Orton.
Money in the Bank successful cash-in winner too, right?
Bam! Even more. Like Miz has so many stats that nobody will touch.
Hall
He
of
has,
Famer,
he
man.
has
Is Miz Hall of Fame?
Slammies too.
Hall of
This is
Famer?
first ballot Hall of Fame.
Okay, I agree.
Yeah.
First ballot. And I never would have thought this when he came in. We were like,
neither.
oh, this guy's a joke.
I mean, the skull crushing finale is still a move that you could still be safe doing at 60. So I
At
So
60?
think you gonna be 60?
he gonna make sporadic appearances. It's like, oh, the legendary skull crushing finale. It's like Jeff Jarrett giving a stroke to somebody right now. You know?
Also, think about how the Miz has, I don't think, ever been injured. Like this dude has been the most like safe, never injured anybody else, as far as I know.
Damn.
Like the most injury-free, consistent guy that will consistently get a reaction and consistently can take a loss and bounce right back from it for like 15 years.
Not only that, he has his own show. He does WWE PR.
His wife fine as hell.
A hot wife.
I mean,
he got a hot wife. He's winning.
Let's just keep it a buck, man. Maurice is bad.
French Canadian, and they don't make no ugly girls in Canada. Clearly,
the Miz, man. It feels funny to say the Miz is dope out loud, but the Miz is dope, man.
Miz is very dope.
It's very dope. He has one of the greatest promos of all time, the talking smack Daniel Bryan.
Well, not even that though. He has one of the greatest like reactions to him winning the title. Everybody knows the first time he won, that little girl that was mad as fuck. It's a legendary meme. It's a legendary meme in wrestling.
It's legendary.
Yo, she had an interview with somebody recently, the mean girl, and she was like, and she even said like, yeah, Miz is low key, like Miz is great. She had a whole list of reasons why Miz is dope. This is the frowny face girl 10 years later.
That would have been a t-shirt in this era had that
hell
happened.
Yeah,
that would have been a t-shirt. They would have jumped on that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So just thinking about him coming in as a joke, no one liking him, no one thinking he was serious, nobody thinking he could do this, and like to where he's continued to be. Like you could put him at the top of the card or at the first match and he'll still shine and do what he's supposed to do. And you can't ask more than that. I think he's the MVP, no pun intended, of WWE. Because like he's taking a little bit of time off, but even when he takes time off, it's for the brand. You know what I'm saying? It's like to go do a show. It's to go do another thing, which also puts more eyes on the brand. Like he's at all sides, a business guy, in ring, promo, like he's the complete total package. And I just never thought I would ever say this.
It's somebody that's good at his job. Like you have those people that really like hate their job and just are really nonchalant about their job and might even just suck at it and just can't get it. And then there are those people that's just really amazing at their job. And so whatever other things that WWE requires you to do other than just get the fuck beat out of you, he's doing exponentially on like a John Cena-ish level. So
yeah.
That's why
he's 40 years old and he's never been injured. Thank you, Dragon.
Crazy.
That's nuts. Like, yo, you've been in the ring since 2003.
Did you guys see that he was seeing? There's rumors about him wanting to play Johnny Cage in the next Mortal Kombat movie.
He did say that, and I would be down. I'm like,
I'd sign that petition.
I'm like, if he all he would have to do is shed a little bit of weight, so get a little bit more lean. He's kind of heavy. And learn a little martial arts. They're gonna, put him in Australia 6 months, and he's good.
Bro, we went from 2 weeks ago on this show saying, oh, it's probably gonna be Miz and Morrison against Bad Bunny and Archer.
Well,
and then it was like, and now he's champion.
I think that is still plausible because I believe that the Miz is gonna end up dropping the title to Bobby Lashley. And I think Lashley's going to go to Mania to defend that against whoever. And because the plans that I've read on the dirt sheets is that the Miz is going to face Bad Bunny in either a singles match or a tag team match. So
at Mania?
At Mania.
But that stuff changes. But
I know. That's what the dirt sheets are saying right now.
I thought that 2 weeks ago, and then I was like, yeah. So I was talking to my homie Push Play the DJ, and he was like, yeah, he thinks Miz is a transitional champ too. But that also speaks to what he can do. Like he instantly elevates the division. He instantly elevates whoever he gives that belt to. So Lashley
makes sense because
he goes right
if
to the top.
Lashley takes the title from him on Raw, then then he can go and still have the Bad Bunny feud at Mania if they do him and Damian Priest versus the Miz and Morrison.
It does seem like that's not a bad move. I could accept either way. It would seem weird to go from world champ to be like, I'm gonna go fight this singer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get that's the part of WWE that makes me mad when people are like,
unless Bad Bunny costs him the belt.
What's that?
Unless Bad Bunny interferes in his match and costs him the match.
Hey, Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny interferes in a world title match I would flip.
You know what? No, if that happens, Neo X's head is gonna explode.
He's gonna immediately turn the channel to AEW or New Japan.
No, I'm just gonna become Puerto Rican.
And
Hey,
I'm telling you, man, watch it. I'm telling you, watch it happen.
Hey, nothing surprised me in WWE, man.
Nothing can surprise you. Like, look how quick the whole scene just shifted. So if this puts, I don't know if Lashley will win it on Raw. I feel like they do have a pay-per-view before Mania, right?
Yeah, unfortunately. Fastlane, I think.
Okay.
Something.
I feel like it could happen there, if anything. And then end of the match.
Because look, Bad Bunny don't even have to interfere in the actual match. He can just do something to Morrison on the outside of the ring that caused Miz to look away. You know?
Yep. I think if Lashley wins it, we getting Bobby versus Brock at Mania.
Oh man, that would be
Get out of here
hard.
with that.
Brock
Get out of
Lesnar.
here
That's what I heard somebody say.
We've wanted that forever, so it needs to happen.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That needs to happen. Bobby deserves it. He deserves to go over too. Like, I think at this point, yeah.
Agreed.
I think that's what if they get him the title, I think the only marquee matchup at Mania is him and Brock. But that's me fedoraing again. But you know, it could be Drew, but I just don't think that's a main.
Bobby Lashley is the Black Brock Lesnar.
Right. People been saying that forever. Black Lesnar. Black Lesnar. No, but it I don't know. I think Drew, like, much respect to Drew, and Drew does deserve his moment and another run, I think. But I don't know if Drew versus Bobby means anything. So I feel like they'll try to put Drew back in the scene, and then Sheamus will interfere, and then we get Drew and Sheamus for Mania.
Could be.
That's what I think. But I don't know. We're speculating a lot, which I'm enjoying. But let's get to what actually did happen. So on Raw, Miz comes out, tells you exactly what we just told you, is that he's a freaking legend, and you got to put some respect on his name because he's the GOAT. Or one of the goats. Bobby comes out. Mike skills still a little, man.
Not there.
Bobby on the mic is just not money, but everything else is.
He's got those big ass eyes, and I just can't take him serious. He's just like,
I'm gonna hurt you, and it's gonna be awesome.
You got an hour or something.
You got an hour or something, or I'm gonna fight you and it's gonna hurt. Like,
you're gonna go hospital.
Okay. So anyway, but then that happens. I thought they were gonna mess around and throw Braun back in the mix, and I'm like, So quick thought on Braun Strowman today in 2021. What do y'all think? Did they just wait too long on Braun and now no one cares? Like, what's the issue?
He's the new Big Show.
Yeah, man. We all know that Braun was hot. He was hot at one point.
They got a new Big Show now.
Not anymore.
Yeah, Paul White's gone. He's the dude. I think you're right. Like, it was too late. Like, we wanted him a long time ago, and then they just didn't do it. They didn't pull the trigger. So,
well, here's the thing. when they didn't pull the trigger on him, it was a lot of spectacle. And without the crowd, it's just not the same. Like ripping doors off of cars and like all the stuff he was doing with Roman and everybody with the trucks and everything. Like all that is real. Like, oh wow, he's a monster in person. But I don't think you can come across like that with no one there.
True. Yeah, that's another thing. I'm sure all this stuff we talk about on all the shows gets changed up because they're like, this isn't going to work with nobody there. You know what I mean? And Braun got like they stopped and started with him a lot last year. They threw him into the main event after what happened? It was him and Goldberg last year at Mania. That was pretty forgettable.
When Goldberg touched him.
Yeah, yeah, man, it's been a lot. Rouse said it too. They played up the simpleton giant thing too much. So now when you're
remember when his sisters came on the show?
Oh my god. Yeah, it's so bad. Like, yeah, they tried to make him a human, and it's nah. If he's a giant, he's a giant, but can't be like a dumb giant because that's too much.
That's Braun.
Yeah, it's Braun. So he's just kind of there now. All right, what else happened on Raw before we move on? It was a very long time, but
well, hey, we can't forget the grandiose appearance of Swamp Cooler, Dust Bunny, and the rest of the Retribution guys that made a failed appearance. Like, man, every time I see these dudes come out on screen with Ali, I'm like, this is just.
I knew he was
like,
talking about Retribution.
Stop, man, this is not good.
I mean, Ali is at his breaking point now. He's straight up like, I'm sick and tired of you guys. I'm carrying you guys
all around.
Like all them dudes and Mia Yim are way bigger than Ali. So he's like pushing them around.
Hey, how you gonna let this dude smack you around? It's crazy.
The boss or the leader of something is always the smaller guy. So that's not really anything.
Yeah,
it's always
true.
like why. It's always like why are all the big guys doing what the small guy tells them to do?
Pinky could be up the brain, but he ain't gonna do it.
Hey, did y'all ever
not to wear those dumbass masks.
Hey, did y'all ever see the Mia Yim Busted Challenge video?
Yes.
Like when she finally gets low, and then it's Keith Lee in the camera.
Yeah, like I think maybe this will end the Retribution is what they're trying to do. I just hope so. I hope so. So if maybe they'll all just take their masks off and be like, I'm not doing this anymore. I don't know. But they need to scrap it. The whole thing.
It was funny though, because the initial group itself had a good premise, and then it just like fizzled out. Like, we're a group that's upset with the normal WWE like status quo. We're here to flip it on its head, and guess what? You just get booked to not do any of that.
Right. We just signed you. We just decided to sign you, and now you ain't doing nothing. Stupid.
Hey Neo, what about your boy being on Raw? Garza.
Yeah,
Angel.
Garza had a great match against Damian Priest, though. To be honest, it was a superb match.
Good match. It really was.
But can't get it.
But he don't have no story right now.
No, because and then that's the weird thing. Like he's supposed to be paired with Miz and Morrison, and he couldn't even come out to that. I mean, I get it. He had a match, but he could have had some more camera time, like with them, whatever. But ultimately, I mean, it was a fantastic match,
like
but it wasn't clean.
There
was another schmoz finish because that's the norm. That's like the normal, the normal finishing pattern of WWE currently, with just distraction finishes and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's been disappointment. I mean, it's good to see him, and like you said, they did have a good match. But I want more for him, and hopefully we can get it at some point.
Yeah.
But
Dragon said Randy was calling for the black stuff.
Randy spit up the black stuff.
Thank you. That was a meme.
Thank you for the raid. We're Randy got somebody got into Papa Shango's bag and found the black stuff. So we had Randy spitting up blood or blackness. I don't know what's going on.
It was fiend semen.
Yeah.
Wow.
So So how do you think this happened? Like, do you like Alexa prayed for the curse because she was in that 7-star like pentagram, and was she like maybe praying for for the divine destruction of Randy Orton?
Maybe. Where is this going, guys? Do you have any idea where this is going? What is happening right now?
That's kind of how I put
I got an
2 and 2
idea.
together.
So here's what's going to happen. Randy Orton is going to turn into the Fiend.
I don't like it. Don't like it. Don't like it.
You don't like it? He starts coming out. Hey man, what's going on? You're about to face the 3 most dangerous letters in sports entertainment.
NNP.
Oh. So, like, his essence, the Fiend's essence, will be in him.
It's already in him via black stuff.
The black stuff.
Yeah, because the Fiend is supposed to be like dead or whatever and gone. I mean, he still remains in the ether, but Bray is gone. He don't have no vessel. I think they're going to bring him back through Randy Orton.
So why not through Alexa? I mean, is that just not possible?
Because she's a woman. God damn it.
Small. You can't Sister Abigail Randy, I guess.
Do you think the Fiend is using like a symbiote to infect Randy Orton like Venom?
Yeah, you know what? That might be it. I think that they just watched the Venom movie. And like, oh, that's it.
I can't even make the reference I want to make because none of y'all watch that shit. But for anybody watching on the various streaming services we're on, if you're familiar with Stargate SG-1 and you know what the Goa'uld is, then it's similar thing to that.
It sounds like a Retribution character. Am I right, Rock?
Yes, it does.
Everything
sounds like what was coming out of his mouth.
Anything could be. Anything could be. I mean, tin can could be a Retribution character. Plastic cup.
Like it would have been dope if when Randy Orton was spitting up the black stuff, like if they showed him like run into like a bathroom or a locker room or something, and then like look in the mirror, see a Fiend's face, like stuff like that. That'd be dope, tie into the storyline that they got going on because
and then he could overrule Ali and he can lead retribution and be black stuff. I don't know.
Black stuff. Black stuff. As long as he's not blackface.
No, God damn. I don't even think Orton would do that. I think Orton means well. So I don't get racist vibes from Orton. So I don't even think he would even approve of that.
Yeah, well, when we were watching that movie Friday, Gappa, the Triphibian Monster, they had these little
Who's
Japanese
also a member of Retribution.
Blackface, man. It was so disrespectful.
Was it?
Yeah, a little Japanese. He was like an indigenous.
I got to be.
He was supposed to be like an indigenous person, like on the island, and you could tell it was like they gave him like an afro, and he was in blackface. I'm like, bro, this movie was made in 1960 something though, in Japan. It was whack.
I got to be.
Well,
because I watched I watched Ronin Warriors and all the Super Sentai shit. The early.
So all you gotta do is look Tubi, load up my Twitch because it's in my archives. Follow the audio cues or the time cues, and it's like right there with us, bro. It's good. That's the premise.
I might have to fuck with y'all on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop through again. It was fun. All right, so that was Monday. Then we got Wednesday. Let's jump into some AEW, and then we'll come back to some NXT, and we'll move forward. So. AEW is rolling towards a pay-per-view.
Revolution.
I am a revolutionary.
And before that, we got a few. We also got the world title eliminator, women's world title match tournament happening. So the main event, though, we'll get to the rest, but we start off with the blockbuster news. Well,
it's Paul White. Hey.
Well, The end of the Big Show. Okay, we will never refer to him again as the Big Show. It's over. It's Paul White. Okay, we have to talk about this only because it happened. So I wasn't
instead of calling him the Big Show, we can call him the B Show.
The B Show. We got that.
Because he's on the B Show.
That's Curtis Axel and them.
B team.
Go.
So I saw this and I instantly in all caps responded to the group chat with no, I don't like this. I'm gonna just say, and then like we've been up and down on both of these companies for a long time. I don't understand AEW's moves, man. I don't get it. To quote Rock, who always says they promised us something new. They promised us something different. The stuff that they're giving us is not all something else, but this is not new or different. To me, it's not even blockbuster new. I don't know, man. I don't even know what to say. But
Neo, defend them.
Break it down. You gave us the full scoop. What is Paul White doing?
It's a chess move. It's a chess move.
What is Paul White doing with them?
Yeah, I feel like so I spoke briefly about this in our Matt Mania special report yesterday, but of course he's coming in. He probably won't be doing a lot of wrestling, but he will be doing some wrestling. But primarily, they're bringing him in as I believe a backstage consultant, and he will be on commentary.
Yeah, he's
with
supposed
Tony
to be
Schiavone.
He's supposed to be an agent for the backstage.
Yes, and he'll be on commentary with Tony Schiavone for a Monday night YouTube show. This is an extension of AEW Dark called AEW Dark Elevation. And so from what I understand about Elevation is
That is it called the Big Show Show?
So it's cool because they're saying that the AEW Dark Elevation is going to put, the best and brightest of new talent up against some like well-known names in the independent circuit that may not necessarily be tied to a contract or anything like that. Like we've been seeing little glimpses of that on Dark from time to time, because I don't think that Terrence and Terrell are officially signed to AEW, but they've been on there damn near every week. And we've had a few other appearances and things like that sporadically. So I feel like they're continuing that trend.
And it also opens it up to where, they're actually going to come and treat, independent contractors like independent contractors. So that means they'll be able to hire, independent workers, come in and do a match, get a payday, get some TV recognition, and maybe come back if they do well, or maybe they come back if they, if the crowd response is big for it. I think it's going to be an overwhelming, light in the independent wrestling, spectrum, if you will.
Absolutely. And another point that I made, think about it like this. Chess move, you're not necessarily going to be able to completely knock out something like a Monday Night Raw, but they now have two shows that are accessible to a bigger audience. Like
for
everybody,
free.
Exactly. I was just about to say everybody don't have cable, so you can't get USA. Some people may be able to watch the after stream, but other than that, nah. Two YouTube shows, quality YouTube shows. Me and Neo express how much we love AEW.
YouTube that you can only watch while it's live, or is it going to be able to be?
No, just like Dark, you can watch it live, or you can watch it after the stream is done. So it's like, that's something new. And I did kind of specify that. Also, we've never seen Big Show on commentary in life. That's something new. So it's like
that's very true. I never remember Big Show doing any form of commentary other than just guest, being like a third wheel.
Exactly. So when we make the argument about AEW promising us something new, they're giving us, completely viral content of like quality, and on top of that, a weekly show
on
and
the backs of legends.
Yeah, I mean, yes and no.
No, yes.
Yes and no.
Not yes and no.
It's not completely
it's
on the back of legends. It's actually on the back of people that still got growing to do. People like Cody Rhodes. People like the Bucks. People like Hangman.
Jericho.
Like,
who was the first champion.
Jericho would be if there's any
I love
one
AEW.
legend that they're I know.
I'm just saying what it is.
What I'm saying is Jericho. Definitely Jericho.
I think they compounded like to make the most of what they were probably paying him for.
Well,
let's get you jobs.
And imagine this, right? Let's say Monday night show comes around. A lot of the wrestling companies are in Florida. Some are in that East Coast. Maybe Impact people come on Elevation, maybe even Dark. Maybe we get some MLW people coming through because again, independent contractors, they can source all these other talents who are just going to come in, get a payday for doing a match, and if they do well, they can come back. There's no contract, so to speak. Actually, treat them like independent contractors.
Will we see Faye Jackson in an AEW ring?
That's the thing. Like the possibilities are endless with Elevation.
Okay. All right.
Alexander Hammerstone in an AEW.
It's opened up a lot of cool possibilities of dope matches. Indies getting the dope shot, and so that's cool. It gives them like a proving ground, which is
like AEW Dark is already dope, and then you just throw this at us.
I got to shout out Marcos, who said he doesn't feel like YouTube is the wave for a company as big as AEW or as big as it's trying to be.
Marcos, I have to respectfully disagree. On the contrary, this is how everybody's absorbing content now. Motherfuckers rarely on YouTube in a heartbeat. Ain't nobody.
And that's the thing. Like nobody. I don't really know anybody who takes the time to say it's 8:00. I'm gonna watch this show. Because it's like I'm gonna stream it or I'm gonna DR it. Well, yeah, old guy. So.
Yeah, I watched the A show, NXT.
So like I get it, and I actually try to watch like all the shows, but there's just so much wrestling.
Much. Like getting a news of a new show feels like more work for me. Like it literally is now. We're doing a wrestling podcast. So AEW Dark, I feel could have already covered what was already being done. Like I don't know.
Yeah, but have you watched AEW Dark?
Being said,
nope.
That's
the way. Dark is always
you've got nothing to stand on because you haven't even seen the product.
But look, AEW Dark is always available, but I don't even watch it.
There's too many people talking. Count. I don't understand you.
Go ahead, T.
Okay, so AEW Dark is available all the time, but I don't even watch it. Like I don't go back and watch it when I miss it. Like anything, I know it's there, but I don't watch it. I feel like if they're doing a new YouTube show, they would almost benefit from it being streamed live, and you have to watch it at a certain time. And they would really benefit from doing like WCW, where they do it a half an hour before Raw starts. So if it's an hour show, then they're pulling away audience to say, oh, maybe I want to watch this right now for this other half an hour while they bullshitting over here on Raw. That would be smarter than throwing up something that you can watch whenever, because look at Rock. Do you ever go watch Dark? Mega Ran, do you ever go watch Dark?
No.
Nobody goes watch that shit.
If I hear like a real fire match happens,
I watch it.
I'll tune in.
Faithfully.
But
because you care about it.
Shonik even said it. Like Dark is like match after match after match after match.
And see, I like that though. I don't need the storyline and all that. I just want to get it cracking.
I like pay-per-views more than weekly Raws. Like I just want to see matches. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I feel. So to me, I should like it, but that's not how I'm used to consuming my wrestling content. To me personally. I'm not used to consuming it that way.
And I think ultimately, yeah, like you hit the nail on the head. It comes down to preference because I can throw on dark while I'm washing the dishes or while I'm doing the laundry and not have to be 100% invested, or I can watch dark while I'm at work a little bit, and because because it's readily accessible, it's easily accessible. So therefore, I can.
It's hard for me to watch a wrestler that I'm not invested in. Just throw it on, like, hey, watch these guys you've never seen.
I can take the time to do that because it's there.
Just like what Teak is saying, like we're not invested in these guys because they're trying to prove themselves, so they don't have a story. So and they're not being fully real and upfront about the win-loss records at this point. So watching a guy who has a bunch of wins doesn't mean he's about to go get a title shot, So to me, the system is a little flawed for me to get invested in.
What are you talking about the win-loss records?
I don't think
for dark,
bro. We got play-in matches happening on AEW. Win this tournament and you get a title shot. Why is that happening when you have power rankings and records? They're having a match.
You said something about dark and not having rankings on dark.
We're having 4-way tag matches to determine who gets the title shot next and who gets the TNT shot next. Like, why is that happening if you have wins and losses in power rankings?
Because those power rankings are grouped close together that they need the next person who wins then gets the title opportunity because the rankings are so close.
I don't know. To me, that feels like them following what WWE does, and it's the one thing I don't like about what WWE does. It's like, dude, you want a title shot? Go win this fatal 4-way. You know what I mean? It's like, what? How y'all getting the fatal 4-way? You know what I mean? I don't feel like they're being as sticking as close to what's happening with these records as they should be. So therefore, you're getting these play-ins and rumbles and all these other things happening that.
Neo, I know that you're more watching wrestling than the rest of us, so you might be more involved in these guys' stories or know where they came from before AEW Dark and things like that. But sometimes when I throw that stuff on, it's just like, hey, it's Jack from down the street versus your neighborhood fries cashier, and I'll be like, okay. Why am I watching this?
All right, that's a little much.
I can see this fight
a little much.
I can see this fight on a random corner in Mesa.
I've never felt like, if you're not watching Dark, the next star is happening there, and he's going to wind up going up again the title shot. I've never felt that way. That's why I haven't turned back in the Dark. So
you've never turned in the Dark, period.
I felt that way about a couple of people that actually did end up going to the quote unquote main roster of AEW. I felt that way about Lee Johnson, Big Shotty Lee, and now he's in Nightmare Family with Cody Rhodes and them, and Top Flight.
Okay, that's fair.
So it's fair. Like, man, there's been a couple of them that really broke through, and some just play both just because they like wrestling. They want to do another match, so then they throw them on Dark too.
That's fair. I need to watch it more, but I feel like they haven't, to me, and that's just my opinion of why I haven't watched it, is that I haven't felt like the stakes have mattered as much. I felt like guys can rack up wins, but I don't know.
I think ultimately you hit the nail on the head. Like, it's just, if you like, what you want to watch,
Yeah.
And that's why this podcast, it gets very spirited, because G1 and I may feel some type of way, and you guys may feel some type of way about it, and that it is what it is, You
said yourself.
I can talk about it until I'm blue in the face.
Quoted you, because I'm showing it down below. I'm glad he quoted you of saying you watch Dark while you're washing dishes.
Mm-hmm.
I watch Raw on 10 times speed just to see what's going to happen. So that's almost like saying that. Or I watch the highlight version where they clip every 6 seconds and fly it forward and show me 2 hours and 30 minutes. So,
but I'm watching it. Are
you
listening?
Yeah,
this? I am, because that's the thing. Like, that's how I consume wrestling now. I've watched so much wrestling. I get wrestling. I know what wrestling is. And if there's a move that like got a big pop,
Neo watches wrestling like
hit.
an old white man listening to baseball. He just needs to listen to it. He doesn't have to watch it.
Plus, with
That's fair,
YouTube,
fair.
all I got to do is hit 10 seconds back, and I could just watch it again.
When
there's
while they're shouting out
movie,
moves, he's just imagining them in his head. I can picture that superseda. I can.
If it's a good move, they're gonna show the replay. You know. Yeah.
Riley said WWE Raw Turbo Edition for you, Rand.
Right. Yo, I started watching podcasts at 1.5 speed or listening to podcasts at 1.5 speed. Changed my life, yo. Like I just don't have time. So it's like, yo, if your podcast is 4 hours,
It
I'm
is
going
what it is.
1.5 speed.
Yeah, because at this point, it just again personal preference, and I think I'm just blue in the face now. So you know what? Whatever.
No, I'm sorry. I feel like
Shut the hell up. Don't talk to me anymore.
Right,
Move on to the next segment.
I feel like we're
holy shit.
So I'm gonna stop.
Whoa.
Uh-oh. Rock, you got some breaking news?
Tits?
Non-wrestling related. Non-wrestling related.
Who's got it?
Okay.
This is a verified
But I also want to.
Wait, verified tweet.
This is non-wrestling related. This is a verified tweet
What's going
from
on?
Bruno Mars. We locked in and made
Bruno
an album.
Mars
the
and
band is called Silk Sonic. The first song
I know
drops
what
Friday,
it
the
is.
5th of March. The band is Bruno Mars,
and
Anderson .Paak,
And
hosted by Bootsy Collins.
And the Soul Sonic Tour.
For them too.
Yo,
I
that's
just
big.
seen that right before
That
you
just dropped.
said something, Rock. I just seen somebody in Discord talking about that.
That's crazy.
Yo,
That is freaking huge. And that's funny. My mom would just ask me, like, what's Bruno Mars been up to? I was like, he's
now we know.
I was like, he counts his money. He's chilling. But now we know.
Oh,
Yo,
that's finna be funky. That's finna be
Yeah,
dope.
I like that.
That's finna be sexy. It's
That's
finna
fun.
be everything that's finna be fun. Like that album gonna get played for the next 10 years straight. They knew what the fuck they was doing.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Dope.
Man.
All right, so let's move on. Next
Yeah,
time.
we'll move forward.
It's time for
I
Wednesday's
had
A
one more
show.
thing.
Oh,
I got
Teak, you
one
got
more thing to say about it.
put a bow in it, Teak. What you got? Last point.
When I was watching Dark with G1, some dudes came out dressed up like bears, and I think that's some shit you got to ease somebody into.
Yeah, country. Bear country's
Bear,
dope.
Bear Country. I fuck with Bear Country. Hold on. These some big Jeff Cobb size motherfuckers. They finisher is the one guy gets on the top rope. He puts, they both big dudes. So one big dude got the other big dude on his shoulders, comes off the shoulders and
Big
splashes
man.
like ow.
Wow.
Like, and they
Yeah,
did this to this
yeah.
really small individual. I felt so bad for his rib cage after that. And that AEW ring sound like it's a big metal plank under that motherfucker. Like that shit don't sound.
I know, but I'm just saying, when you see some dudes dressed up like bears, you need story behind that. You can't just come out dressed up like a bear.
Well, that's fair, but there's a
need to know what's up.
6'6" dude in a demon or dragon mask called Luchasaurus that comes out every week on AEW.
Yeah, and every episode they talk about how he's a dinosaur. They never talk about how he's a man. They make it a point to try to convince you that he is a dinosaur. So at least they have consistently said, hey, he's from the Cretaceous period. Like this guy, this dinosaur, like I need something, man.
Listen,
Did you feel these bears and hit them? Are you half bear, half man? Like man, bear, pig? Like which is it?
Oh man, bear pig.
We need to buy it.
If we didn't know shit about Luchasaurus, I think at the point of him doing a combination of choke slams and Power Rangers kicks in the ring, I'm good. I don't really care. Just tall motherfucker can go. I'm good. It's cool.
Yeah.
All I need.
Okay, so let's get into some NXT, shall we?
NXT.
So I did see some highlights, so I just want to pick off a few things that I saw. Like one was Swerve beating the crap out of
Oh, Swerve been laying out.
Yeah.
What is like I think Teak said, is Leon Ruff the new like Spike Dudley? Like the way he's just getting tossed around. Like he took some bumps, dog.
I just said I wouldn't take that move. You can't just say you're gonna throw me backwards, upside down on the edge of the apron, and I'm like, sure, let's go do that. Nah.
And somebody's just gonna run and kick me in my motherfucking face. Like, no.
I'm good. It was
he straight up did like a running like
he did a Claymore damn near. Like it was bad.
That was bad. It really was, man. That was just wow. I was like, what? Why did you didn't have to do that? Like, all right. So
it looked great on TV. You can't say hey.
Oh yeah, it looked great. It looked great.
You gotta check out Swerve's Twitter page because he did one of them wasted memes on him.
Oh,
nice.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, he did do that. I did see that. He put it on his Instagram too. I seen it.
Into it.
Mm-hmm.
He's going hard into it. All right. So, any other highlights y'all saw from NXT you want to talk about?
Just my broken heart.
We had a debut. Zoe Stark had a match against Io Shirai. She's a new NXT superstar. They made her look really strong. She took.
Didn't she wrestle last week?
What's that?
Didn't she just wrestle last week?
She may have. She did wrestle last week, and then she got a title.
Yeah,
not a title shot.
She had like this really shitty GTS looking thing.
It wasn't as bad as homies in AEW completely though, but
really because she totally whiffed it.
Yeah, well, so did your guy. It was a good match.
And your girl did it on her debut.
And that's all
hey guys, calm down. They were both bad.
Right.
They both were bad. It's okay.
That's all right.
Listen,
it was a good match. We also saw Adam Cole, and I'm pretty sure G1 wants to chime in because
I wanted to
the
talk
further
about
destruction of the Undisputed Era is happening before our very eyes, man. Because Adam Cole, gave good old Roderick a nut shot.
Cold-blooded.
Yeah, man. Adam Cole is on his own, baby.
Whole world.
Adam Cole's living in a telenovela right now. Like he is stirring the pot. Like
you know what? I don't even have enough weed directly in front of me to curb my depression that the Undisputed Era is falling apart like this. But at the
they're gonna link up with Finn.
But listen, we talked about that. At the same time, though, it's like knowing Adam Cole, if you've watched indie Adam Cole before, did you kind of see this coming? Because I feel like Adam Cole is about to be booked into like solo stardom, and motherfuckers ain't gonna know until it really starts happening. Like,
well, it's getting close to the point where it's time that Adam Cole makes a transition.
That's what I'm saying.
As that might be for him. Because they don't do the NXT guys right in the main roster very often. Yeah, there's not a whole lot left that Adam Cole can do in NXT.
In NXT, that's true. That's true. He can go to Raw.
Bottom line, though,
did they pull at your heartstrings when you saw them hug? You thought, oh, maybe they gave you that one last bit of it was a chance.
Nah, because it was Cole and Strong out there by themselves, and like I said, I've been watching Cole for a long ass time. I knew that shit. I'm like, it's gonna be.
So you knew he was a snake in the grass, is what you said.
Yeah, like a motherfucker. I'm like, it's either gonna be a super kick or he gonna off the ropes do the last shot, or it's gonna be some. I'm like, there's just gonna be no hug moment. Nah. So I seen that coming. I lost hope a long time ago.
Mark said it in the chat. Like he's done this on Evolved. He's done this in ROH when he joined Bullet Club.
It would have been better if they would have had Roderick Strong turn on him after the hug. That would have been like
the undisputed
okay.
Bottom line is Bullet Club is fine. Bullet Club is fine. They're fine.
That's the main point you need to get.
Bullet Club is fine.
Real quick, I know we're in NXT. I just want to, as far as what I've seen and what I've heard, I can't not recognize what I thought was the best match of this week. And if you guys didn't see it, the main event of Dynamite, which was amazing. Lance Archer versus Rey Fenix.
Hell yeah.
Fire match. Oh. Super dope. So I did not catch everything on NXT, so I would love to know what was the best match of the night.
I really enjoyed
Well,
Loomis
nobody
and
mentioned
Mono.
the grizzled young veterans attacking that new team.
MSK.
MSK.
Yeah,
MSK.
they
So
laid
this
it
ain't
into
over.
him.
They still want some.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sound
they
like
were doing a backstage interview and they got attacked from behind by the grizzled young guys.
Carry,
So,
All right. Well,
and then Karrion Cross and Santos house, I had like a
Oh hell
That was a good
yeah!
match.
like no holds bar match.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was
Yeah,
a good match.
NXT was a pretty popping show.
Santos took the Doomsday Saito through the announce table. It looked gorgeous. It was off the steel steps through the announce table, flat out on his neck. Like it would look brutal. I'm like, hell yeah! I want to see Karrion Cross doing more shit like this.
Now mind you, this is for like a
Scarlet.
Yeah,
we
it
were
was
just
for a non-title match, right?
is
Which
he trying to get the title. Like,
right.
what is he doing?
it was a non-title match.
Cruiserweight title for some reason.
That's what I couldn't
Because
wrap
he
my
weighs
head
too
around.
much
Like,
to be
why is
the
he trying to make
cruiserweight
a
champ.
play for it?
Yeah, why
It
is a
makes sense.
non-cruiserweight beating up the cruiserweight champ?
I mean, I could see it where it kind of like, it helps elevate Santos because in the commentary, they're saying like Santos can go up against anybody, cruiserweight, heavyweight, middleweight. Santos can do it. Therefore, it could take of the cruiserweight title in a sense, but then again, it's still the cruiserweight title to the moon.
Yeah, he can't have that title. He can beat up the guy, but he can't get that belt.
Yeah.
No touchy.
Weird. That is weird.
Now, speaking of NXT real quick, we do have to acknowledge one thing. So this was part of my special report yesterday. Something cool happened. The Performance Center brought in a class of 18.
Yep.
I thought it was 30.
Was it? I could have sworn it was 18, but
I thought it was 30.
But it might be more, but long story short, this class in particular is their largest class that they've ever recruited. And out of those, from what I understand, 18, because even I'm looking at the list, out of those 18, 10 of those are women. Who is one of those women, you ask, ladies and gentlemen? The beautiful
La Güera Loca.
The beautiful and talented Kira Forrester, who we know as Taya Valkyrie.
These women are not signed. These 10 women are just at the Performance Center. Are they trying to get in?
When they announce when they announce them like that, they're in. They're reporting to the Performance Center. That means they have a contract. They're in there.
That's too many women. 10 women.
Yeah, listen, they make good use of them, so it is what it is. Also, another, of course, another one that
women so in a second.
Hell yeah. Of course, another one that we already know, Sean Ricker, who we've known for the longest, is Eli Drake, who has debuted on NXT Vengeance Day as LA Knight.
He came back.
So he's definitely one of those
Eli Drake too
recruits.
Who is that guy? Like I don't really, I know the name, but
he's from Impact.
He's too fair skinned to be calling himself LA Knight. He should have been something else.
Also, we got there was a couple of independent signees, but one I'm really excited to see actually came out of the world of college football, but wrestling lineage. Bronson Recksteiner, who's the 23-year-old son of Rick Steiner, so obviously he's Scott Steiner's nephew. 6 feet, 230 pounds. He's an All-American running. He was an All-American running back for Kennesaw State University in Georgia.
6'3", 230.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, he's a fucking walking muscle.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep. All-American.
He should join Bear Country.
Now with this the
dancing bear.
Yep, but yeah, so obviously, he had his family lineage. He said, from what I understand, I think he did one like independent match prior to him like getting recruited or something like that, to where he was booked to win, and everybody said he looked really good. I have to find that match, but that's really cool that we get some family lineage of the Steiner brothers. We haven't gotten that yet, so I look forward to seeing what Bronson is capable of here.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what he's got.
And
for sure.
Yeah. And there's a long list of others who got signed as well. Of course, you guys can always just go to WWE
God,
Performance
he's a
Center.
big ass dude. Holy
You see him?
he's
You
big.
see him?
God damn.
Ron,
Bro,
He got his uncle jeans.
He's got like
Yeah, he got
72
Scott Steiner.
abs.
I think he got his uncle's
Pause.
dealer too.
72.
He's got 72 abs, bro.
Holler if you hear me.
Oh man,
That
this
ain't right.
dude could be.
Oh,
Oh my
shit.
god, if he can wrestle, holy shit.
Oh, he did some wrestling in college. So he was on the wrestling team. He just went all American in football, but he was on the wrestling team. So he does have some collegiate wrestling.
He
background.
He was actually on the Ravens practice squad.
Yes, yeah, he did. He went to the NFL.
Okay, I'm with it, man. He's a big ass motherfucker.
Yeah, he's something serious. I look forward to seeing what he's capable of.
So
Okay.
we got to put some respect on LA Knight's name, or his formal name, Eli
Drake,
former champion. He was NWA tag champ with James Storm. He is Impact World champ. He's done a lot. Tag champ with Scott Steiner in Impact, in fact. So you got to put some respect on the man formerly known as Eli Drake's name. I thought, I would have imagined maybe he sold this name to somebody else, or somebody else made it for him. I would assume when you come in with a name that you've kind of built and won titles with, you wouldn't just get your name taken away. But WWE wants to own it. So LA Knight, he is.
You think they're gonna promote and book this Rex Steiner dude as a Steiner lineage?
Of course they are.
I hope so.
Of course they are.
It might
It
just
wouldn't even
make him a freak and be like,
So he would be a second generation.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because there's no other family lineage of the Steiner brothers in wrestling, period.
Yeah.
So this is the first.
That'll be dope.
And it's definitely he pretty convincing, got one hell of a background, criminal justice degree on top of that.
Sure, one of Scott Steiner's muscles never jumped off and started a wrestling career of their own.
Scott Steiner's left pec has joined the Performance Center.
Oh man.
What
else we got to get into before we wrap this one up?
Eli Drake got fired from, was it Impact? Because he was supposed to wrestle. No, not Impact, somewhere else.
He was doing the NWA thing for a second.
He got fired because he had a intergender match booked with Tessa Blanchard, and he didn't want to wrestle against a woman, and he thought intergender wrestling was trash and not necessary. So he made a lot of comments about that, as well as Impact's treatment of him. He then got fired right after that. So intergender wrestling, that's not a thing anymore in WWE, and I guess I haven't seen it in AEW ever. So what are your thoughts on it? And is it necessary? I
was about to say something, but I'm not going to say it on the main show. I don't want to get us
Well,
canceled.
they do actually do it, but only in the women's favor. They only let women beat up men nowadays, and that's okay.
Right? I know what you're going to say.
Leave it alone, G1. Leave it alone.
I just want to know why that's okay. If you're going to do intergender wrestling, you do it.
Yeah, they'll show a woman slapping a dude, but they won't necessarily,
not just slapping Nia Jax. Nia Jax takes her RKO every now and then, but that's another story about how they treat her.
Yeah, that's true.
And her whole.
I don't think. I don't know. I don't have a problem with intergender matches, but I'm not necessarily a huge fan of them. So
let me ask you this, Rand.
Yeah,
intergender match. Let's say, for whatever reason, it's Brock Lesnar versus
Nia Jax's hole.
No. Let's just say Brock Lesnar versus just for Nia Jax, and all it is Brock Lesnar suplex city Nia Jax. You want to watch that?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. What do him and Goldberg do? They wrestle for 3 minutes and then run around. So
right. I'm just saying that's a man versus man. That's a man versus man. But watching a dude destroy a woman.
Yeah.
Who wants to watch that?
Then you got to do the F5, and he got to lift her up in that fireman's carry. He's grabbing her by
he can F5 her. If he was F5 in Cattle, he can F5 Nia.
Yeah,
Stop trying to act like he's too heavy, G1.
We've
No,
talked
I'm saying you gotta
and
grab her.
you
In
know,
there.
not that I want to talk about Joey Ryan on here, but there's been a lot of mess with
Ew,
Joey Ryan
gross.
too, and and he made a lot of women feel uncomfortable. So
He's a nasty fuck.
So yeah, like you just never know how many dudes might decide to take liberties. You know what I mean? Like I've seen a lot of weird stuff like from back in the day. If you look at any of them old like intergender matches, you're like, oh, this ain't necessary. Like smacking them on the butt or something crazy. You know
Shauna, I'm sorry, Shauna,
Right,
I
but we're
just
so
posted that
far
YouTube
removed
link in
from
the chat.
that stuff.
So
Come
yeah, sometimes I wonder, like, all right, how much of this were they okay with, or how much just happened in the midst of a match? So, but it can be entertaining. But yeah, I don't know. Either way, Neil posted the link in the chat. Tony Deppen versus Trisha Dora, which I'll check it out.
Okay, let me ask you this: were you entertained by that triple threat match that just happened on? I think it was Raw with the wine dude and
You mean Carmella Sommelier?
Yeah, that guy.
No,
like it was 5 women in the match and just him.
His name is.
And they did.
His name
he
is
was
Reginald.
in the match just to be a joke.
Say his name.
Put some respect on his name.
Yeah, it's Black History Month. Respect Reginald. But no, because he's nobody. Like, but if they threw Ricochet in there, would you watch it? I'd be curious.
Hey, Ricochet's got to do something to get over these days, man.
With that same finish, since when is somebody getting drop kicked and landed on another person pin worthy? Nia Jax should have threw that phone off of her.
I mean, I'm sure Reginald. You don't get to where you are without having some talent. So I don't know his story.
Lucha Vandross. I love that. Lucha
Vandross. The greatest.
That's a great name.
Ever. Shout out.
Oh no, I'm sure he's got talent. I'm still speaking on the intergender stuff. I'm just saying, if you're not gonna do it right, then why play with it? Because that's not fun to watch.
You mentioned a squash. I don't want to see a squash whether it's 2 dudes, 2 aliens, 2 women, men and women. I don't want to see a squash. So
I want to see Brock Lesnar versus an alien.
I'm not too bad.
Brock Lesnar versus the one thing from Independence Day.
Yeah,
that'd be fire. It's the only time I give a shit about Brock Lesnar at this point. But yeah.
All right.
Do you think Brock Lesnar could have got Yokozuna up?
What?
Do you think Brock could have got Yokozuna up in the F5?
Yeah.
He got Rikishi up. He could have got.
Yeah,
he could have got Yoko up.
Yeah, he could have got him up. He'd give him a little help. He'd hold on to him.
Yeah, Yoko would help that.
Yeah, he could do it.
Man, Brock gonna get a hernia.
I mean, it might hurt, but he would help him.
He gonna have a hernia.
He's just out here in his part time. He's moving houses and shit. He's like, you need help with that house? I can F5 it for you. Put it up here.
Right.
I got 10% battery, boys. What are we doing
now?
All right,
we are finishing up, but Wixie made a great point. I think for intergender to work, she said there has to be plot or logical reasoning. Otherwise, just a dude against a girl just doesn't always make a lot of sense. So if the story calls for it, so be it. So I'd watch it. If it's not good, I'm not going to enjoy it. And I think what you should be thinking as well. If you enjoy wrestling, you watch it. If you don't enjoy it, you don't have to watch it. There's 70 million other wrestling shows to watch. So, try your best to keep up. But if not, we'll be here for you. This is the Matt Mania podcast. Yeah. And you know how we do. We love to give you our perspectives on crazy things in the world of wrestling and beyond. If you agree or even disagree, please let us know. Send us some fan mail. Send us an email, mattmaniapod@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you. Also, I think we're going to get out of here, but do we have a burial this week? Anybody got a burial?
Ted Cruz again.
Ted Cruz again? I mean, why not?
I do got a snack.
All right.
Mad Mania snack of the week.
Yes. Snack of the week. This week's snack of the week is going to go out to a victorious UFC fighter who I watched fight this past Saturday night. Her name is Polyana Viana. She's Brazilian. She put hands on this girl, and she cute. And Rock is a fan. So, snack of the week, Polyana Viana from the UFC.
Veronica said your fight was battery is the burial.
You're gonna bury your battery 5%.
That's okay.
You know you got to charge before we get
I
started.
did. I was at like 68%.
Okay.
For whatever reason, like when this app or this thing we used to record, it kills my battery because I did like a 2-hour Zoom call on Sunday and no problems.
Huh? Maybe it. Yeah, this thing probably does. I
It's
use
a lot.
Computer. I don't use it.
I'm at 17% in draining as well. So you're not going to make it for Patreon.
That's right.
You'll be good to go this weekend.
That's right.
All right. So Ted Cruz was. We could always bury Ted Cruz again.
Always.
I'm a bury Uncle Joe.
Y'all just going to dig him out the grave and bury him again.
My stimulus comes. Nah, it's fine. I'm sure it's coming. But Brock F5ing Ted Cruz, I would pay money for that.
Fucking right. Pay-per-view, take all my money.
I'll be burying them.
So I mean, we can keep it political 2 weeks in a row. I say this government needs to hurry up, get us a stimulus, kill student loan debt.
Give me my money.
I've never gotten a stimulus check.
People out of jail that have marijuana offenses and get it done.
And then Patreon, we're going to talk about what we're going to spend that stimulus on.
Good. That's good. I actually have something I'm thinking about buying, but I want to see what y'all think about it.
Yep.
Yeah, save it for Patreon.
Yeah. We are going to Patreon. So, folks, thank you once again for myself, for Rock Knowledge, G1 to the rescue, Teak Hall, and the Neo X. We are the MANIA podcast. We appreciate you for being here. Directly following is, as always, a Patreon-only episode. So if you are on Patreon, go on over there right now and hear some exclusives. If not, you can hang around, but we won't be here. Anyway, as always, folks, you know what to do. Keep your shoulders off
the mat.
Peace, y'all.
Let's go.
All right. So you don't have to leave if you're watching us. We're just recording the Patreon episode live, so it's all good.
Rock, can you send me? Can you send me the snack again, please?
Yeah, I'll send it to you in the group chat when I get off because I only have WhatsApp on my on the phone I'm using. So
I have it on my laptop. So I got WhatsApp open, so I can send it to you.
What's the name again?
Pollyanna, P as in Paul, OLYANA. Last name V as in Victor, IA, N as in Nancy, A. You can tell I'd be spelling shit out at work all day. I gotta do the N as in Nancy, M as in Michael, T as in Tom, R as in Robert, S as in Sam.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Sorry.
Yep.
She's cute. She is cute.
So real quick, I didn't know this happened, but apparently.
And then, I'm sorry. Before you do that, Rock, can you also give me the name of the Jim Jones album?
The Fraud Report.
Fraud Report. Thank you. Sorry about that.
Jim Jones and Harry Fraud. That's why it's called the Fraud Report.
Yeah.
Harry Fraud.
Okay, but it's called the Fraud Report.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
Thanks
Rand.
so much. Sorry.
All good. Just want to get it started. I know you got 5%, man. You're gonna vanish on us.
I'll plug in. I was just saying that to be a
I'm gonna say I stay plugged in. I use my laptop for it, and I only use my phone for a web camera. That's why
I just don't charge my phone until it gets down to like percent. Like I try to like make my battery last.
That's just that's a man thing. None of us charge our
battery going. You're not supposed to charge it all day long while it's full.
My phone is never plugged in charging.
Yeah. Okay, so one thing real quick.
Yes, Veronica, he has a new album.
I didn't realize this had happened, but Devon Dudley spoke about it on a podcast that he had a stroke.
I saw that. Yes.
Oh shit.
So prayers and good vibes for Devon.
Big bro.
He has recovered. He said he's been good. There's been no ill effects, thank God. Hopefully he can return back as a producer in WWE soon. It happened on November 13th. He said he couldn't feel his legs at 5:30 in the morning when he went to the bathroom. And it was his wife who called the ambulance. He had some internal bleeding, so he had to put a stent in. But he's okay. So thank God for that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's I saw the headline, didn't read the story, so I didn't realize the extent. But man,
yeah,
that's scary, man.
That is very scary. And watch
your blood pressure, folks.
Please take care of yourselves. please. Nobody wants to be in the hospital right now at all.
God no.
So please.
Speaking of, man,
Please.
prayers and positivity.
Hey, remember that while
healing
y'all
vibes,
posting all those
Tiger
crumble
Woods.
cookies? Remember that.
Yeah.
While y'all posting all these sweet treats that y'all eating. Take care of yourselves.
Hey, crumble
Motherfucker.
cookies are bomb. That
Hey.
That was a steel cage, guys. Well,
You
no, that
know
was
what?
Neo. Never mind, that was Neo.
me too. No, it was me
You know.
too. The
But
crumble
yo, Tiger Woods too.
helmet
Man.
was amazing. Also,
Tiger.
got to talk about Tiger. Prayers for Tiger. Had a really bad wreck, single person accident.
Yep.
Lots of breaks and sprains and stress fractures. Like it's bad.
Yeah.
But he's gonna get through. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of rehab for sure.
Yeah. The one thing that I said, and I said this in the group chat, is that I hope, because at some point it's going to come out, I hope his tox screen is clean. I hope he wasn't impaired, because he's had issues before with opiates.
Yeah.
I hope to God it was just him going too fast, because apparently the road he was on, it was downhill. He may have been going a little bit too fast. I'm hoping it was a blowout. He lost control, flipped the car. I hope it doesn't come out that he was impaired, because, man, that's just going to be another really, really bad look for him. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope he comes back. I hope he plays again. I know he's trying to beat Jack's record, if you're a golf fan. But first and foremost, man, just prayers up to Tiger, dude. Tiger has been one of the biggest and largest athletes of our generation for any sport.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
You know, he was killing it when I was in high school. He was the thing to watch on TV, watching him run through tournaments. And then the run he had was incredible. It was so dominant.
Yeah.
So dominant.
For sure. If you haven't seen it yet, the doc on
Yes.
HBO shows so much about him, like good and
So
bad.
good.
But most importantly, I think it just shows his uncanny like will to be.
We got news.
Oh, D Rising. Dope. Salute. I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Oh, he wasn't impaired. Thank
Good.
God.
Good.
Thank
Good.
God. Whew. Man, that's so good to hear.
That was my first thought. My first
I
thought was
don't-
he was drunk or high.
I was like, yo, why doesn't he have a driver? That's the first thing I
That
thought.
too.
It's
That
like,
too.
yo, when you that rich, why don't you have a driver?
Dog, don't
Like-
let me get Tiger Woods money. I ain't driving myself anyway.
I'll never drive. So they said that he was at an event, and a lot of people that were at the event said that he was in a hurry, like he was trying to get somewhere quickly, and he was wrapping up stuff like, yo, I really have to leave. Like, and when he left, he was like in a frantic state. So, you know, it could have just been speed or, you know, just not being careful or, you know, doing so many things. And it's like, yo, put him in the back seat and get him a driver. Like, I don't understand. Like, I just don't.
Yeah. I mean, never mind.
Got to be careful, man.
Yeah, you definitely got to be careful.
For sure.
You know.
All right.
If I get that Tiger Woods
I-
money, I'm buying all y'all helicopters.
Hey,
Nah, man, that's what killed Kobe.
It was not the helicopter. It was the person not
I
making the
couldn't-
decision.
You couldn't pay me enough money to walk onto a helicopter, bro.
I'll buy you a robotic helicopter.
Even worse, that may turn into a Decepticon, and that might.
O.J. Simpson said the company.
gonna buy all y'all
is at fault for having a
Decepticons.
driver.
Poor OJ.
What was the topic you had though, Rand? What we're gonna? Oh, the stimulus money.
Oh, well, I mean, here's I saw something today about Joe Biden and the fact that what he has done since he's gotten in and what he hasn't done since he's gotten in.
He ain't
And
done nothing.
I think
Been
a
about
lot
this for a month.
yeah, like it ain't enough time really, but like people like the clock is on. People are like, yo, man, can you please? So I saw this thing. I don't know how true any of this stuff is. I started reading a little bit of it, but it doesn't seem like it's true. But basically, they're saying like all the stuff that he has done hasn't done anything. So he said he would forgive student loan debt. Last night at a town hall, he said he will not be forgiving any student loan
Oh,
debt.
fuck that shit, dickhead.
You know, fracking, he talked about how he wouldn't ban that, and then he did. There's a lot of stimulus stuff. The minimum wage. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be happening. And the clock is on. And I don't expect them to cure COVID in a few months or anything like that. But we're definitely watching. So we have to do this as voting citizens. We have to keep our elected officials accountable for what they're doing. So we need to be keeping up on what's happening and watching what's going on over there and what's not going on. So we need that stimmy. Run me my money. That's really what I'm talking about. Also, no kids in cages have been released at the border. That's another big thing that has not happened. We got work to do. And I don't know. People are asking.
I heard they're trying to find like parents for them and stuff. They can't just let kids go and let them run free in the wild. Got to make sure that they with the people that they need to be with.
Yeah,
that's true.
Which they wouldn't be lost in the sauce if it wasn't for that orange motherfucker.
You gotta figure something out. Yeah, you can't just be letting kids just run free, and I get that. But yeah, come on. All right, it's going to take time. So again, just I give them time, but also continue to be hopeful.
I agree. Granted, it's a clusterfuck that Trump.
What y'all getting? What y'all wishing for? What's on y'all wish?
Man, all right. So look.
Yeah, what you getting with the stimmy?
What's on y'all stimmy wish list?
It's part with my stimmy and then also with my my tax refund. I think I'm finally gonna pull the trigger. I just don't know which one I want, but I'm finally gonna buy me a belt because I've wanted a belt for like 15 years. Always wanted a championship belt. So I think I'm about to buy one. I just don't know. I don't know which
one. Rock, forgive me for being in my head and thinking that you were talking about just the
like, wait a minute.
Right.
I'm like, you don't own a fucking belt, man. They make belts in 5X. What you mean?
You can get a shoestring.
A title, motherfucker.
I thought you was about to get an LV belt, man.
A Louis belt.
Belts in his house.
He's gonna get that Gucci. Boy.
He's all like, I gotta look somebody.
Next time we doing a podcast in the actual studio together, he gonna come in there with an off-white belt.
I'm gonna get the off-white universal title.
Buckle showing.
Ooh, that would be so hard though. Virgil,
title belt.
Yo, Virgil, put belt on my belt. Virgil, right belt on my belt.
Red tie on his universal title.
Man, I need an off-white belt. I need an off-white title belt. Let's go.
There's three that I'm looking at considering.
So we just had this discussion today, so I definitely want to talk about it. What belt would you get, Rob?
Okay, there's three. There's three that I got. There's three that I can't choose one. All right. So one of them obviously is big gold because I love big gold.
Big gold is classic.
The other one is the red universal title because I just love red. Red is
the
hard.
Fruit roll up.
Yeah, the fruit roll up. And the other one is the Attitude Era WWE.
All red everything, baby.
You tell me you're gonna get the spinner belt?
Hell no.
Get the R, the rated R one, just like
the rated for Rock.
Hey, that's all.
Wait, what was the third one? I'm sorry, I missed it.
It's gonna be honestly, man. It's gonna be big gold or the red universal title. I just can't. It's hard to choose, man.
It's very hard to choose. There's a lot that I like, man. We were just talking about like favorite belts we'd really dig all day today, so I want to go through everybody and find out your favorite belts.
Even the U.S., the new U.S. heavyweight title that Bobby just lost, that belt is
on like dope. I looked at it up close. It's dope.
Telling y'all,
I love the UK
y'all that when it came out.
Mine would be
the UK one is hard too.
I really love the UK World Championship. I like the UK tag belts too. So question: who do you picture when you think of those belts? Ooh. Like big gold, Rock. Who do you picture? Who do you think of?
Ric Flair.
It's Flair.
Gotta be Flair.
Big goal, you think Flair?
I think of either Diamond Dallas Page or Booker T.
Okay,
like really.
Okay, I'm with that.
I can respect that. Wait, who was the last champ with that belt in WCW? Booker? Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Short lock Booker.
Big gold. Who do you imagine? Who do you think?
David Arquette.
We're not gonna take it.
We got a kitty cat. Teak. Your favorite belt. Give me your favorite belt. Of all
I like that.
Yeah, I like the UK belt as well. I like the old NXT belt. I like the big gold belt as well.
With
I
the
like
the big X one.
I like the old I like the old belt that had the white strap. Which was that? The old IC title
Continental, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was the one I picture Miz with that.
with the white strap.
With the white one, yeah.
White strap. Cody. Yeah, I remember Cody had that too.
And,
Oh man.
Okay.
yeah.
You said what did you say first? You said the
Universal.
Universal.
Red strap Universal.
With the fruit roll up. Who do you think of when you think of the red Universal?
Brock Lesnar.
Goldberg.
I think of the person that kicked it off and won it in the first place, and that's
Oh
Finn
yeah,
Balor.
Finn. Yeah. I think
Go ahead.
Finn or Seth. You know.
Really?
Or
Over
Brock.
Brock?
Yeah, you know what?
Yep.
Probably more. I feel like he's had it the longest.
Mm.
I think now that I think about it, maybe the curse is finally over with that title. It just had to get on Roman.
There you go.
Because like that belt was cursed. Like it just
They had to change the color of it. That's what it was. They had to go from red to blue.
So
All
once
right,
it became the Cuz title,
he is now spamming the chat with Bow Wow. So we have to address.
We need to kick her out. We don't trust
This is
her.
like the fourth message she's mentioned about Bow Wow. So she wants us to talk about this. We talked about this last week, and I actually kind of
I didn't hear everybody else's Timmy.
Oh yeah, what are we buying?
oh yeah, let's do that.
Bruh, I'm about to be very boring and adult with this. I'm buying some stock options, fam.
Nothing wrong with
Man,
that.
ain't nothing wrong with that.
If I get this thing, it's going.
We were in our chat talking about when I talked about the Paramount Plus thing, and we were saying like, hey, when they go public, it'll be a perfect time to get in because again, that's Viacom, CBS, and everything that they own. So there might be a little bit of money by the time all the original content.
Here's and of course this is not legal advice. It's only advice that I saw from someone. I watched an interview with Mark Cuban, and Mark Cuban is like a professional rich dude. He's basically been our entire lives, and so when he talks about money, I listen. Mark Cuban said he only invests in companies now that are thinking about artificial intelligence. But the only exception to that is Las Vegas. He thinks Las Vegas is going to have a huge comeback in the next 5 to 6 months, which makes a lot of sense. So the one that's on the stock market is Sands Las Vegas. So he thinks that all of these, Vegas is going to pop again by the end of the year, which makes sense. So I don't know, something to think about. But yeah, shout out to Mark Cuban for being a professional rich dude. But yeah, that's me. I'm trying to get into the stock game. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna make some educated,
way more responsible than me.
Guesses.
Shout out to Cuban for back in New Japan when they needed it the most.
Hey, that's true.
Much love,
guy. So he got his hands in so much stuff, man, which is that's how rich people stay rich.
Me,
right?
I'm like, what am I buying? Well, I mean, main thing I would do if I ever received the stimulus check, which probably ain't gonna happen, is really just pay my rent up a little further, so I wouldn't have to be worried about it. I have like 1 or 2 months of cushion, and then the rest would just be like, a actual bed. I've been sleeping on the same air mattress I moved in here with for God knows how long, and I mean it's cool, but and then I mean, of course I'm in this bind because for those of us who are in the music production, there's that retro edition MPC Live 2, even though I already have one, and then Supreme goes and does.
You want to buy a damn Supreme?
If you buy a Supreme MPC, I'm gonna kick you in the throat.
Stop! Please don't do that, G1. Stop.
He was talking to me about that. He wants to support
it's red MPC. Though. It's red with red pads.
Bro, just buy one and mod it out yourself. You can do the same thing for cheaper.
You just gotta get a vinyl.
Dude, you can have somebody spray on a black one.
Yo, take it down.
I have one. That's the exact same MPC that I have, Rock. the
Bro,
NPC
okay.
live too.
Trill and they'll rap it. Trill the hip hop shop out here.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, time out. Wait, Trill Shop? We'll
Take
rap
it to
that
Trill
thing?
shop. They'll get
They'll
it
wrap
done.
it.
Or at least
Yeah.
they'll know exactly who to get it done for.
Are you
Or-
serious?
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Shep,
fuck was y'all gonna tell me this?
We just did.
We the
I just
bootleg
did.
kings.
Right
Put you
now,
up.
so that you don't buy a Supreme NPC.
Please don't buy a Supreme NPC.
No, I would.
Yeah, dude,
I would
wanna see
honestly.
that.
I
don't
would
wanna see
get.
that.
They're
I would
telling
get
you
the
now.
I would get the retro edition before I get the Supreme one, only because the retro edition is so classic with that same metal chassis that the OG NPCs were made out of. It even got the old school Akai logo on it in the red lettering, which is really dope. So if I was to trade in mine for one, it would be for that one. But shit, if I could get one wrap myself, and I got, dude,
Do it.
creative
Yeah,
brain.
the same thing, but just
There you
10
go.
times the price. Like,
But I'm saying just something that's a little bit more personal to me. I'm all for that, as you know.
You can
So-
put
man.
your own logo on. And we
You can
fucking
get
with
your own.
Supreme.
That's all I would do. I would just get
That's what I'm
I would do like y'all know how I like the
the big
Galaxy,
G1.
I like the Galaxy print shit. So I would just do a big galactic print and have my logo somewhere off in the corner. But yeah, that would be kind of fly. Yeah, I didn't know Trail did shit like that.
Mentioning this, I not only know
But
about it.
instead, you was gonna have somebody else's logo. You was gonna have Supreme on.
Exactly. Rock your own logo, bro.
I do, you telling me to rock my own logo? I got shirts made.
All right. Especially the NPC. It's like, come on, man. That's like your personal tool. So yeah, that should be for you.
So when my stimulus money,
Oh, and update my Ableton Live shit. 11 is out. Sorry.
yeah, with mine,
ahead.
I was thinking about buying some studio equipment.
Mhm.
I was talking
Nice.
to someone about that.
Get
Very
him a vocal chain put
Good idea.
together so he can record at home. I'm doing the
No,
same
I'm saying
thing.
I was thinking about buying some studio equipment with mine. I was talking to G1 about that when I was over his crib.
Mhm.
Good idea. Man. You can
Nah,
set up
just give
in
me-
the crib for fairly cheap these days. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
give me
The
some
computer interface.
Give me some
mic.
gear so that I can drop my vocals at home and just send them out to get mixed and whatnot.
Exactly. It's a great idea. I totally support that. Neo, did you say what you're going to be getting with your stimmy?
A wrestling ring in his backyard.
Yeah, I mean,
All the
just
all the
set up
figures.
here and be able
cookies.
to do my raw.
Word. Neo,
I gotta buy my kid shoes.
Hey, I'm
Maybe
still
A
waiting to get
barrel
me
of
up.
aged scotch.
baby needs shoes. I
Hey,
feel that.
still waiting.
Yeah.
Some
I know.
good
I think
Robin.
I think I'm gonna go with those Lego shoes for my little guy.
Let me know.
All right.
Lego.
But honestly, anytime
gonna take his-
What?
we've gotten
He's
stimulus
gonna
money,
take his kids out for a dinner at Turf and Turf.
just nothing but steak and steak.
Uh,
Yeah, like anytime we've gotten stimulus money, like it's just gone back into like adult stuff.
Life.
Yeah,
Hey, I feel
pretty
you.
much paying down credit cards, paying rent, paying insurance. Like I said, I got to get my tags this weekend, and that's like $250 right there.
Yep.
So I'm like I haven't bought like the last figure that I bought, I found the Deadpool Lucha Libre pop. Like I found that at Target because I thought it was cool and it was like $8. But I haven't really gotten anything else other than like this new mic that I found on offer. Like everything I've been trying to find secondhand. Like I don't even buy new games anymore. I just try to find them secondhand or download them off Steam or whatever.
Word. Same. I was just saying, like, yo, I've been buying stuff all year, man. Retail therapy is so real. Like,
Neo, all we do at this age now, you're buying
Oh
secondhand,
my God, it's so real.
buying secondhand collectibles and supporting your habits.
so now I'm like, if I actually get money that I didn't have to work for, I'm like, I should invest this or save it. Like,
I would like to get the Pentagon and Phoenix AEW and Rival figures. That'd be dope.
yeah,
I wouldn't mind collecting a couple of a couple of the AEW figures. I really like those sculpts are just really nice, man.
But
They
you
really
would
do a
also
good
like
job
to
on
get
these.
a 6-pack of whatever the newest brew is.
Yeah, I went to Front Porch before I went to Mexico and picked up a 4-pack of Nelsons.
Got to pick and
Those
choose
things
your
are
poisons, man.
so good.
Yeah. All right. I've heard about those too. I heard they were dope. V says you're getting a new computer. Props. It is time. I think at this point it's time to step up the production, So yeah, I've been working literally every time I get a little bit of money, it goes literally into my computer, into my setup. Got a desk, I got camera, all this crap. But it's worth it. It's so we can bring you the finest in podcasting.
I think now that I got this mic, like I feel pretty comfortable with my camera. Laptop is good. Yeah, I feel pretty good about the setup now.
That's good. That's good. I don't have a whole lot else, but if you guys want to add anything to the chat, Mel Weezy, we talked about Young Rock. We love it. Did y'all see episode 2?
Not yet.
It's dope.
Not yet.
This show is way more wrestling than I ever thought it would be. I don't know why, but I don't know. I didn't expect it to be like these little things I would love so much, like seeing all these old wrestlers and and all that stuff. So it's been dope. Like I'm absolutely entertained by it, and it's fire.
Yeah, I haven't watched Young Rock yet. I'm gonna get into it. I'm still in Stargate land right now.
Yeah, check it out for sure. It's dope.
Man.
Oh yeah, shout out
in both shows to Bobby Shmurda.
Shout out Bobby Shmurda. Shmurda free.
Right. Hello.
Yo, he came through on a private jet, like a legit
Everybody throw your
private
head
jet.
in the air.
Throw it on hats for Smurf. Yeah. Shout out to Bobby. I'm so happy.
The Knicks hat came back like Mjolnir.
Right.
Hey, that shit was funny as hell.
Yo, the city has like really gotten behind him and rejoiced. Somebody said something, and I just want to touch on it.
I saw somebody put Bobby Smurder's video.
Yeah.
I was saying somebody put Bobby Smurder's video over the Junebug challenge instrumental. Said that was the original Junebug challenge.
Nah. Wow.
Yeah. You can see that on Instagram.
We need a Bobby Shmurda challenge. Somebody got to make that hot, like throwing up the hat or whatever.
Throwing up the hat and just doing the damn thing. That'd be hard. That'd be so hard.
And people, I saw somebody post on Twitter was like, "Yo, y'all better give him twice the love y'all gave to Tekashi 6ix9ine and watching his lives and all that. Like the first time this dude goes live, everybody needs to be there. I need to show love." And like, I understand maybe, but it's a different type of drama that people are looking to 6ix9ine to get. So I don't know if it's true or he's going to see the same response as
Hulu
6ix9ine.
wants me to watch that bootleg documentary about 6ix9ine. I'm like, fuck you, Hulu.
Nah, I don't watch that.
I
watched it, but you shouldn't. I watched it so you don't have to.
Thanks, Ho.
Damn, Ram.
Don't do it. I took one for it.
Ho did that.
I'm gonna give you the
Rand did that.
So hopefully you ain't got to go through that.
Honestly, man, it was dumb, but like his story is intriguing to me. Like of being a kid who just wanted to be famous. You know what I mean? Like really had no talent. He just had a unique look and just wanted to be famous. And
you mean like Riff Raff?
Yeah, the heights you would go to be famous is what that's about. And it's a lesson, hopefully, to these kids to be like, real. You can't be gang out there on a video and not be gang in real life.
Nope,
it's gonna be a problem.
Nope, it's gonna be a big problem. I can't.
There it is, kids. So yeah, man, don't watch it.
I threw my hat too far. I can't put my shit back on.
I had to recover it.
It's not gonna come back to me like Mjolnir. I have to go get that.
Let's look at that bow head. Yeah, baby. With your stimmy money, you got to get a new set of dome wax.
Wait for it to come back, man. You threw it too high.
It's gonna be 30 minutes. It'll be back. I just want to talk about a Kickstarter project that my man Andreas Hale with Big E is doing right now called Our Heroes Rock. It's about a 3D animated series that explores the heroes of Black history through hip hop and science fiction. Andreas Hale is former editor of The Source of Hip Hop DX, and he involved Big E. He involved a great
Good dude. Real good
artist.
dude.
He involved the Rhapsody, the rapper who's amazing. So it's legit. So please go check that out. I put a link in the chat. It is called Our Heroes Rock. They're trying to raise 75 grand over the next 44 days. They are right now at 43,547 backers. I was proud to back it at the t-shirt level. So yeah, it looks dope. Big E is going to be a voice talent. He's going to play this robot called E-Tour, who gives you like a electronic tour of the place. So it's
nice.
I was going to say it's very close to his actual name. Yes.
Right. Shout out to E and Andreas.
Speaking of Big E, his Untold or 24, his documentary is coming to the network. I want to say Saturday or Sunday.
Oh hell yeah!
Right. Oh, I need to see that.
There's a Big E one on the net.
So, question: I haven't watched a lot of SmackDown because I'm always doing something on Friday.
You said a Big E one?
Is E like defending the title and like?
Big E doc, yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm just like I haven't seen like a big feud really, but
no, he just been hanging out on the couch like eating snacks and shit.
Okay, so he's been doing that.
He comes out during commentary and sits on the couch and watches them fight, but he isn't defending.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the little dude's name?
Chad Gable.
Cruz. Like through the stairs on his head or some shit.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Oh yeah, he did just get beat up by Apollo.
That's right.
Okay, so him and Apollo are beefing. Okay. Word. I was just curious. I hadn't heard a lot from Big E, but I definitely do want to see that. I do want to see that match, or at least to see what he's been doing. I'm curious. I hope they give him something good at Mania. All right. So, V said, yeah, the first time she performed a freestyle. Yes, that was me rapping on the Bobby Shmurda beat. I used to use that for my freestyles.
When I say freestyle, you say freestyle. Freestyle.
And I think are we about ready to call it? I think at this point, yeah, we at the end of the show. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. We got everything out we needed to get.
I'm gonna go smoke.
This show will be hitting.
I'm gonna go smoke some more
on Monday, and then the episode that you just heard will be hopefully online tomorrow if everybody gets everything all updated and uploaded. So thank you again to everybody watching from the Matt Mania crew who's all smoking. Bye. Peace. All right.
You gotta wait. I got